Sat here for 2 minutes.
Now
Look,
he
you
has
see
his
how he
stuff.
listens?
He has
Jimmy
his
Duffy.
stuff. He can sit
Not
here.
before, yeah.
He has his stuff. He can sit here all evening now.
What a night that was to kick it off at the Lake Geneva Museum.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I interviewed Darlene.
Okay. She makes maps,
Harold
I hear.
Johnson, who I've never had on the show before. Alan Hammock. Steve.
Winter?
No, early editor.
When was this? Earlier today, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Well, I was freaking out on stuff. That's good.
I just said his name, not Steve. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he did a
Tim
lot.
Cass?
No. Tim.
Everybody knows Tim Cass.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you so very much.
You hear
He's
Tim
here.
Cass before
Yep.
you see Tim
He's
Cass.
here.
He will
So,
do that.
We got myself and Alan Gurley, Grow Dog. Start us off. And Jimmy Duffy, who's leaving to go eat because he's been a mess today.
Yeah, he's been missing things and then finding them again. So yeah.
Now the question is,
Rejected,
I
it's been a
gotta
bad
make sure
day.
that they can hear us.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me just check.
Have to test
I'll
the
make sure
chat.
we're
Well, I
live.
will leave now, so I will not ruin Jay's show because I'll
No.
say something. Okay?
You're not
I brought the viewership up.
You're not gonna ruin.
There
you're
you
not
go.
ruining the show.
No, you'll have fun.
You're not ruining anything.
7
I don't
tomorrow.
know.
We'll see y'all later, okay?
So, let's see here. Duff, I'll talk to you soon. All right, where's my chat? There's the chat. All right, so we're coming on. We're gonna have a light audience
Oops,
until.
now you're moving the cameras here.
Oops,
But
until
there we
blue
go.
box and line. I want to make
Yep.
sure it's not visible. There we go. Here comes Wally Hobbit. Can you open that?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Open it for him. Yeah.
So, Scott,
Come on here.
sit over here on this side.
Good to see you again. Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, good.
So
we go.
let's hope that this is working, and you know what? There's a good way to test this.
Well, if I'm here,
hear
that'll
ourselves?
probably kill it.
Yeah, we hear ourselves. There we
Yeah.
go. We're good. We're good. We're live. Blue box is on. They're going to be radiant to us.
We made it.
Yep.
Yes. Let me do
You got
one
your
thing.
badge, everything? You're official now?
I'm officially
You're-
a volunteer.
Yeah, I actually had to print
That's
my own
awesome.
to get
Let me do
official, but
this,
that was
Man.
this,
Yeah.
Talk about doing the work, man.
I was working in there printing them, and I realized instead of going around finding my badge, I print one. So yeah.
So you and I, we played together
Yep.
in Carlos Licens's New Year's Eve game.
Yeah.
Jeff McCann.
Jeff, it is good to
Yeah, it's good to see. It means people. You all
That
are
way I
meeting
could print
people
one that was actually on both sides.
that you don't meet.
Yep.
So
That was some fun.
Yep.
Mine too.
I did that last
Yeah.
year too, and I was so smart because otherwise you have to kind of
Yes.
turn it around. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna have just a nice chat here at the table and just BS like we did last year, and
Yeah.
that's what these Gabbins are. They're very relaxed. It's kind of like. Did anyone ever see like repeats or on YouTube the Hugh Hefners where they just came to his like apartment in the '60s and they just all hung out, and then they were
We are
doing
in,
stuff they
we are
shouldn't.
in his old.
Ironies.
I was there. I was at one of the totally.
The
And
irony.
he built this.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
maybe not this room because this looks more modern, but
Right,
yeah.
right. That's right. This
They
was
had
like the
they used
Playboy
to have a
resort
Playboy
or something.
exhibit out in the
Oh
hallway.
yeah, there's some
wow.
plaque
From
somewhere
years
on the
past.
wall.
Oh,
I've seen.
no, it was like
That's
a
a
whole
riot.
Oh, okay.
exhibit of like
I've seen
stuff
there
in a
was like
case.
a plaque on the
Yeah.
wall that told the story of
Scott,
this
you can
place
sit
somewhere.
down here if you want to just hang out. Man.
Yeah.
Scott and Jeff's here.
They took
too.
it away, I
We're
guess.
gonna
This
hang
is
out.
designed by
Yeah, they
Andrew
might
Lloyd
not
Wright.
right.
Not PC.
So,
Exactly, it was probably went away.
We're
Yeah.
gonna-
Andrew Lloyd Wright
First,
designed
Gabbin,
this.
Yeah.
thank you all. We had a great audience at the Lake Geneva Museum watching. It was crazy. A lot of those people watching Blue Box now, they'll be rating in a little bit when,
Nice.
when he's done. So, but I want to say personally a thank you to you, Alan, for getting Rob Kuntz.
Oh, you're welcome.
What an
I'm glad it
unbelievable-
finally worked out.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it was fantastic.
That was really
What
good.
an
was a good time.
here comes Jason Charles Miller. What an unbelievable,
I got it.
an unbelievable discussion that was. He was just fantastic, and we're gonna have another one coming up.
Okay.
Where it's gonna do the Adventures of like So Rubbler. So it's gonna be cannot wait. So
That's great.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, and we have Wiley Hobbit here. Scott, good to see you, Scott.
Yes, sir.
Scott
Good to be
Fry.
seen. Good to be here.
Yep.
First
Yeah.
Gary Con ever.
I got to meet
Yep.
Scott in line.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got to meet Alan in line twice.
We got
Yeah.
Scottish Jeff.
And we got
Yeah.
Scottish
Okay.
Jeff. Yep.
Something's
Facebook
wrong with
player
this one
for
camera. It's
34
driving me crazy.
years.
I'm gonna pull it in and out real quick. That didn't sound good.
Technology, man.
Yeah,
Streaming is a gamble.
it is.
Oh, you know.
There it comes back. It was fluttering a little bit, and it was driving me a little crazy. It could be loose. So, but there we go. So, So Alan, we'll start off with you. Thank you for coming in. Your booth looks awesome. It's filled with Carlos at the CSL Entertainment adventures and all sorts of other things.
Cars in the Hool.
Yeah,
is
oh,
there.
yes.
Nice.
Which is one is donated for the auction, jointly signed by Carlos and myself.
Nice.
So that's cool. I was glad that I could donate a little bit there. I mean, it's minor compared to some of the other unbelievable stuff, but give when we can. And you
Yes, sir.
participated in the fundraiser. Thank
Yes, and it was a blast. We had a good time. Raised a lot of money.
you. A lot of money.
It was an honor to
lots
do
and
so.
Lots of
Yep.
money, and it was. Hey, George Lexfire is on.
Oh,
Good to see you.
Hey, what's up,
George.
man?
We're rolling in. Like I said, there's gonna be a large crowd raiding in a bit when John gets done. Thank you all for coming back on. So
I'm gonna run When Comes the Witching Hour.
Oh, what a
Oh,
great
cool.
one!
I ran that at Virtual Greyhawk Con in the
Did,
fall.
did you find that difficult to run? Cause
Parts of it, but I
there's a
really
lot
enjoyed
in
it.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
I can't get over how creative he is.
We spent so much time at the beginning role playing with Igwilv
Yeah.
that it cut into the adventure time significantly. So I would definitely try to
Keep
not
it
ad
moving.
lib that part too
Right.
much.
Yep.
So was that your? Yeah, I just moved it right over there. Okay, all right. So here's my question, Alan, to you and to Scott both. Not counting Hools, what is Carlos's best adventure?
Oh, jeez.
What do you think? What's your what do you have the most fun with?
My favorite is Caverick's Cove
Well,
because it's a
setting.
sandbox. It's a
Yeah.
cool setting.
Right.
It's parked up in Raddick, and there's all kinds of things going on up there. So I like that. But the if you want your DM chops pushed, the When Comes the Witching Hour, man, that
It's
is
got a ton of good stuff in
and
it.
it's
Igwilv.
different.
It's
Yeah, and it's
great.
Igwilv. Like, who doesn't love that?
Yeah, yeah. I've played a number of his for playtesting and stuff, and I really enjoyed when we did the 9. I don't remember if we
Yeah,
did that one too
okay.
or not, but it was a bunch of first level
Great
characters in the Great Kingdom,
Right.
and it was sort of interesting, sort of a pauperized
Okay.
keep on the borderlands
Yeah.
kind of environment.
Okay.
Very neat.
Yeah.
To start out.
I can't do shout outs, everyone. Please note it's because I don't have my stream deck, and I had to limit all the stuff. I
Running
took,
lean
so-
here, yeah.
Running lean and mean tonight. We will be doing a giveaway during the Fantasy Mapping Show, courtesy of Frog Got Games. But other than that, I'm not sure what we normally do on every stream. But so that's a good one. Now,
Did you do a new adventure for the charity auction this year?
No, I gave a signed copy of Hools to.
Okay.
For
No, I meant, did you run a new adventure for your part
Oh
of it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alan. Oh Alan.
Oh, he extended himself.
Oh
Yeah.
Alan. I read Puppets and then some.
Oh.
Yeah.
Builder Master Crafter painted up 12 puppet miniatures. And we found, he found ones that looked very similar. Like we had a Freddie McCruger miniature. Oh my God! And also, do you remember Trilogy of Terror? The movie with the Zuni warrior. It's sort of like this. It's sort of like 74, 75. And that was my surprise. I said we're gonna put a Zuni warrior in here. But it was. I had Ed Greenwood, Eric Mona, Luke,
Right.
Darling, Stephen Chenault. Who am I missing? I'm missing.
Darling Creepshow.
Darling, and
Yeah.
who am I missing? I thought I said. Oh boy, I apologize to whoever I'm missing in that discussion.
It's late. It's okay.
Yeah, but oh my God, and Darling played Flavius, who's a little effete. So
Yep.
he was hitting on Luke's character, the son of Melf.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was so, and yeah, I ran Puppets and then some. So it was great. It was just an awesome thing.
So we realized there's only a few other adventures that they don't like left to run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So,
now-
we know that. Yeah, we know what
So we'll have to
must
start
have
branching out.
Exactly. Yeah. Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah, we know Eric always suggests adventures that are not that good, or at least don't have that
Thank
good
you, Dirty
reputation
Dwarf.
that Jay don't want to run. So we know which
Like
ones
Doom
are coming up.
Grinder.
Exactly. We
No,
know which.
Maybe a
which ones
maybe a
are coming up.
special
Abomination.
something
Yes.
featuring the
Exactly,
vampire
yeah.
Thrommel.
So we
you
just
know.
have to say that if we do 30,000, he will run whatever and so on. So yeah,
But
no names yet. But
what
yeah.
generosity for the community!
Yeah.
This raid and
Yeah.
sponsors, the most sponsors ever. Like I said, Larry Elmore and my sponsor, Gamescape 3D, Jeremy, donated. He says it's just sitting on my shelf. It was the newer print cover Players Edition, Players Handbook First Edition, but it was jointly signed by Dave Emerson and Gary Gygax.
Yeah.
And that went, that was that went
Top
to,
donor, that was sweet.
The
Yeah.
second,
So cool.
the top person passed, like he
Oh, did
passed.
they? Okay.
They passed last year. His family ties. They did take
Yeah.
it down more print.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, so Rob Phantom got that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he,
That's a cool thing.
yeah, and just all the other great stuff we had. So it was a blast out. Thanks for asking. But
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah,
ran
yeah.
puppets and then some, and yeah, I'm running another classic coming up too. When we hit adventure number 1,000.
Yeah, that's
You're,
not
you're
long.
less than
long
10
off.
away from that, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
What's that?
You're less than 10 away from the 1,000.
Yes,
Yeah.
this Saturday event's 993. So
Okay,
yeah,
almost
it
there.
counts.
So is that a
So is it a
secret
surprise?
adventure?
Yeah.
Must be
It
something
is
special.
on my wall of fame.
Okay.
So it's 1 of 24.
Okay.
It is fantastic. It's a classic, and we're just going to sit there on a Saturday morning and stream it, play it, and we're going to play all day long, just like you do when you were in high
Yeah,
school
yeah, yeah.
or in college, and just have
Yep.
fun
You
playing.
bring
all
the
day.
chips. I'll
I
bring
mean,
the ice cream.
yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Any
So, and that's
special?
June 3rd, Saturday,
Uh-huh.
June
June
3rd.
3rd.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Any special?
It's in the middle of North Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh damn.
That's one I can't go to. I just can't. So I only have so many hall passes a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using mine
yeah.
right now. Yeah, I'm on mine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have so many, also known as one.
It's just, and you have to, it's a balancing act, talking
Yep.
to my wife and all. It's just, but this is so much fun every year. This is the pinnacle. I mean, look, we're all hanging out here on this nice wood table with a fire going in the background.
We do have a
and-
fire going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just,
It's actually very warm in the back.
Yeah.
just,
Oh,
just
it's nice.
enjoying everyone else's company. So,
I think I greeted 1,000 people today.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was herding the cats through the registration line. That was
Fantastic.
fun.
Oh, yes, you were heard.
I tell you what was cool is Luke made a circuit through that long line. It was about 45-minute wait or so to get through for
Yeah,
the
he
silver
went-
And he
badge.
went around talking
And Luke went around that thing a couple times and
Oh,
just thanked
wow.
people for coming.
With
That is
Grogu.
fantastic.
Welcome. That's
With
so-
Grogu.
Yeah.
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 Did you do that as well? Walk around the
No.
Yeah,
welcome
you need to
people
go
now?
around and talk
yeah.
to everybody.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that's you got to greet every
break out the dice and have a game.
But yeah,
Is Anna-
Luke
all
did that. He went around the
some
great.
questions
people that were
out
waiting
there.
in line
Okay,
to register.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is Anna running games?
No, I'm not running games, but I will be co-host of 2 seminars. I will have my own seminar, and then I will play in 2 games. The charity game that Jay's running with that Greenwood and so on, and then I will be part of this little special game where Scott here and a bunch of others are
cool.
playing tomorrow night, and that is about it. And I will also be attending a couple of other seminars.
So seminars, are you doing one with Alyssa? Or not?
Yes,
Or-
yeah, fantasy
okay.
mapping
Yeah,
show.
we have a fantasy
Yep.
mapping show from 4 to 6
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, and then my
yeah,
seminar is 4 to 6 Saturday. Yeah.
4 to 6. Yeah. So
Yep.
and after the egg game, I have nothing else in stone. Uh-oh. Can't come in.
Sorry,
Is that Josh Hobson?
sure is.
I got it. I'll get it in there.
So after I'm going to just socialize after that because I'm going to be at age, just burnt out at the
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah.
So Alan,
Dude.
what do you got going on that's like cool that like people may not know about?
You mean at like GaryCon?
Here
Or in life?
like in
Or-
life
New
or game,
stuff. Yeah,
like-
or new
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah, like
or something you
like,
have in your store.
or what do you think about running a virtual GrabCon down the road? Like I think everyone loved Bottle City a couple years ago.
I really enjoyed running the Witching Hour from
Yeah.
Carlos. So I think I'm going to try to do another community adventure of some sort
That's awesome.
at
Nice.
the
Yeah.
at the con. And then after that, I don't know, some other whatever other interesting things pop out. Rob's got a couple new modules out. We talked
Oh,
about those.
cool. Now you can run
So
some of
maybe
that.
I could run one of those.
Yeah. That
would be great.
And I read the living room, the new version of that, which is significantly expanded from the version he had published with Pied Piper. And I think that might be a possibility too.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's great.
Yeah.
Rob will be back on Gabbin or Legends of Lore. I think Gabbin works better on a Saturday morning, and
Yeah.
we're going to do the Adventures of Sir Robillard or the Life and Times of Sir Robillard on that one. That'd be fun.
That's
Hi,
pretty cool.
Josh.
How's it
You
going?
look tired.
Hey,
I
guy
had a lot of
formerly
rest.
known as Josh.
It's guy's been working his butt off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anna
definitely.
was trying to keep up, but she fell over her oar and said, "I'm going to go to Jay's show." 'cause-
Exactly. I abandoned my post an
gets
hour
this-
early. Yeah.
She got a serious look in her face, like, "No, Joshua,
Yeah.
I've been here for over what,
12 hours.
12 hours.
Yep.
Have I not done a good
I
job?"
didn't say that. I say I leave now.
Yeah, let me help you
I
understand.
didn't
leave
give you any
working,
options. I'd say I'm leaving
I
in
go
20
by.
minutes. I'm just going to pack up. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I gave you a heads up.
You were
Yeah.
great. I'm glad you were able to come in here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, as usual.
It's a lot of
and,
fun, too.
saved
I got it.
the day.
So
many
what are
times.
the things you guys do as
Thanks, Jeff.
volunteers at
Yeah.
the con that most folks may not be aware of?
Remove curses.
Yeah.
Mass healing word.
Yeah.
Mass healing word. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I have like 2 brain cells to rub together. Ask me before or after.
Right.
Like right now, I just
Josh is the one coordinating things, telling everybody else
Okay.
what to do and stuff like
He's
that.
like the lead
Yeah,
supervisor.
and I'm one of the
Yeah.
grunts that my job have been emergency graphics creator mainly. A lot of little vouchers, coupons, signs, and stuff like that people all of a sudden realize that, oh, we need that and stuff. So that I've
because
been
we
doing
waited
that.
11 months and
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
weeks to figure that out.
Yeah, and then there've been some emergency badge
3.5.
printings and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it was, basically for 2 days I've been kind of, oh, we need this and we need that. So I've designed it and got it printed, shipped up to someone and stuff like that. So,
But I will say it's been
Yeah.
amazing this year. We've got so much more help. I mean, not Jay, of course, but a lot of other people. A lot of other people have really shown up, like this gentleman
Yep.
here for
Oh,
the first time.
Love helping out, man.
Yeah, he was.
You got my
volunteers.
message on
schlepping.
Discord today,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah, I was ignoring all of
yeah.
Discord.
But you
Yeah,
also
there's lots of
learn from
messages.
year to year, meaning you're better organized,
No, I
meaning you
am
learn
this
from
week.
year to year
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I had a good time. I got to greet probably 1,000
Yeah.
people today.
Yeah.
And we had Curtis and Brett and someone hanging
Yes,
out.
that's
like,
not my job.
gaming. Like,
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we ordered steaks over at the Chop House. Mine's probably done, and I gotta
Mm-hmm.
go. I only came in here to get a water real quick.
So why don't you bring the steak over here and give it to me?
Because
You just
Because he earned it.
I already ate, man. I already ate.
Is that Luke? Is that Luke's dog?
Yeah, go.
oh yeah,
Grover? Is that it?
Grogu.
Grogu.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He's a Facebook star.
Is Bushra here?
Yeah,
Oh, she was
the
here a
kids,
minute ago, yeah.
Luke's,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The daughter's here.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So they hang out here a lot. So along with Josh, where's Max?
He'll be here tomorrow.
Okay. Because when I was on Lake Geneva, he's like, "Have you seen my dad yet?" He was talking in chat when I was over there.
Max was?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Max.
He's not on here now.
Go to
He's on
bed.
earlier. So.
Yeah, we're gonna there's gonna be a mass
Ah!
There's the water park here, so the kids are all gonna go.
Oh, that's awesome.
That'll be great.
He ate 'em? Did you eat already?
No, he's probably looking for me.
It took him 30 seconds to eat this lunch.
So here
Yeah.
comes a tournament champion from last year, attempting
Yep.
to re
Here he is.
attempting
Hey.
Grove's
Yeah.
table.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome.
We got Alan Growy and Scottish Jeff.
Chef.
Oh, you're Scottish chef.
I'm
Nice
Scottish
Yeah.
chef.
Yeah.
Real name
Molly
is Jeff
Hobbit.
McKay.
That's
Got
me.
Wiley.
Got Wiley?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely, and myself and this dude.
Okay, did you put in the espresso?
Oh, I put it in the cappuccino.
You want the cappuccino? You had cappuccino and espresso.
Did you have a half cap, decaf,
What did I do? Did I have one
Sam
button?
Flip Flam?
Jason, worst customer
With
ever.
the skin.
Make it a double. Make it a double.
Oh, did I? That's a mistake. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
There you go,
Don't
Jay.
give this guy any espresso.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
yeah.
It's already in his
I'm
veins.
gonna back the table.
See,
Yeah, the steak will be there, and we'll come back and tell
Coffee
DJ
is
how great the steak
complicated
is.
these days.
I
Yeah.
had one of those wraps. I had wraps all last year. I had another wrap today. So,
No, this was
good to
the
see you, Curtis.
it was the
Yeah.
end of a volunteer day. It was a good one.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, by the way, Alyssa is sitting right behind us enjoying a steak as well.
Good.
Okay.
So I
Yep.
said Anna had to come in here and
Good for those
Do her
snake
work.
eaters, those
Yep.
barbarians.
I met Jeff
So
Grubb
she
today.
finishes,
That was
she'll
pretty
come
cool.
in here and do those
yeah.
Yeah, I met
You know
Jeff
what?
Grubb
I'll
today.
let her know.
Yeah.
Hey, Alyssa. By
And I
the
helped
way,
Diesel unload all of his art
Oh,
stuff.
great. Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? Diesel is someone that would not have one yet.
He is a nice,
You gotta get
nice
Diesel
guy.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diesel's great.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Harold's, after I talked to him at the,
Museum.
he's in.
Okay, good. Good.
All
So
right,
this is
now
why
it's-
you need to come to North Texas so you can catch up with the folks who
And it's even
can't
small.
always catch up with
Yes.
at Gary
Yeah,
Con.
Yep.
I know. And
Yep.
it's a much smaller con.
It is. It's
we
like
need
the
to
size of like
we
Gary
need to
Con
do it
4.
next year. Yeah.
Which is
we-
like what, 800 people?
Like
Yeah.
no, Texas is like 400,
yeah.
500
We,
people,
we
and like
should,
90 of them are TSR people.
Yeah, we should
Or
do
whatever.
North Texas
I've had
next
that
year.
name
We should
since
put that on the
94.
agenda and
Maybe
go
we could
there.
try,
Yeah, and go down there
Well,
and
we'll have a
and,
product
I
to
was
push.
not
yeah,
Spanish Jack.
yeah, and then
I've
do
been
some
Spanish
live
Jack.
streaming and just socializing with people and stuff. I think that will be
And
awesome.
it used to be that like some folks definitely came to North Texas who did not come to GaryCon. So like Errol for many years was coming to Texas, but
Yeah.
timing didn't work out for him to come to GaryCon.
Yeah.
He comes to both now. I
Yeah.
think, but
Yeah.
That's good to know.
And it's also close to the airport, right? You don't need to.
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
It's-
fly in and then you
Right.
basically
Dallas?
you don't have to go
Yeah.
go an hour away
How
and
far is
rent
it
a car.
from Reaper's headquarters in Denton? Is it not far?
Close enough that we did a
I've been playing
tour
the games
there at
since-
See,
North
there
Texas
you
number
go.
one.
Yeah, Denton's north of Dallas.
See, now you have one more reason to go there. So
That's where North Texas State is, isn't it, Denton?
I think it will be all right.
My
It will
first
be great.
experience was the Holmesville box. My brother played
Oh.
it.
It's not like the
Gave
cappuccino.
me the game. I was
It's
like,
probably awesome. I'm sure it's awesome. He's
I'm
just
kidding. I'm kidding. It's fantastic. Thank
Yep.
you very much.
I'm actually Ventureville Academy. We're 98 members.
But yeah.
Jay, do I remember the ones?
First
Now,
edition
don't know if I don't. I've gone to Gen
on
Con.
Facebook,
It's too big for me.
private group.
Gen Con's too big.
I don't remember that ReaperCon
Yeah.
aligns time-wise with North Texas, but maybe sometimes.
no,
it
but he
does.
can
I'm not
just
sure.
go there anyway.
ReaperCon is
We have,
Reaper's headquarters is right there. It's
Right,
Denton,
right,
but,
yeah. It's very cool.
It's
Yeah.
they're great people
Part of
too.
our
Yeah.
series.
The
They are.
problem with ReaperCon is it's Labor Day weekend every year.
Oh, okay. So it's
Oh,
not
that's
aligned.
Tough,
Yeah.
yeah. Went to Gen Con in 2018. I only went on Sunday, and it was overwhelming.
It's
And that was
it's
Sunday.
60,000
I worked
people,
at,
whatever, it's way too many.
I've been to 8 Gen Cons now, but I've
Really?
been working at 7 of them in the booth. So that's kind of different. When
Yeah,
you
'cause
have
you're
an
narrowed in
exhibitor
there, yeah,
badge
yeah.
and you can get in and out early and
Right.
you live on the premises, so that is
Yeah.
much easier.
I think I prefer Gary Con because it's like Cheers. Everybody
Yeah.
knows your name.
Right.
But Gen Con is cool.
This has been great.
Simply
Oh,
the
it's
sheer
This is my first-
size of it. It's like
Literally
going to
been there for a
Vegas.
couple hours.
You should once
and
in a
I've had
at least
people
once in
that
a
have been
lifetime
like,
you
"How
should
are
go to
you?
Vegas just
Holy
to
crap!
have-
Oh my
just
god!
the
Yeah.
events.
How are you?
Yeah.
Shaking
Yeah.
my hand."
It's like
That's
family.
the great
Jeff
thing.
Talanian,
Yep.
Jeremy Wilson from Hawaii. Everyone are like, I've been talking to you for
wonderful.
3.5 years. Finally get to meet
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then it's worth it. It's worth it just to meet
Yeah.
up with everyone. So Alan, what's new on Blackblade? What we got going?
I'm running the booth for this first time by myself this year.
Oh yeah, that's
So
a
that'll be an
huge
interesting
thing.
experiment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Solo adventure.
So you're not going to be getting in a lot of games, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I'm running.
Oh, you're in a tournament. You're DMing the
I'm
tournament.
DMing the tournament on Friday.
See if you get us on the luck of the draw.
Okay. And then I'm running my Castle Greyhawk on Thursday and Saturday.
Very cool.
So,
that's-
but yeah, I'm not. I don't do anything during the day. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm at the booth. But yeah, my business partner John got a new job, so he
Oh.
is not able to come this year. So
Uh-oh.
So you need, so you're stepping up, and that's a lot, man. That's too much.
it worked out. I mean,
So do you do any
Nice.
more cons?
we,
Or
just, we just do Texas in here.
Yeah.
That's-
Those are the only
yeah.
2 cons. You have
Yeah.
like an official presence at the
Yep.
booths and stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
although
cool. Yeah.
the Philly Con
Michael,
Pack some blood?
is no. The new one that Ron's putting together
Uh-huh.
from the South Jersey Gamers
Okay.
is Ron Meisker. I'm probably butchering his last name. He's organizing a con in Philly for old school stuff in 2024 in January.
Yeah.
So that's on.
Yeah.
he came to me and asked me to participate, and I said,
Yeah.
Ron, you got to give me some dates, and it's got to be way out there, and I'll see what I can do.
It's a year out, so it's
Yeah.
January 24. He's got an expo hall already booked.
January 24th of 2024?
I don't know what the date
Oh,
is.
it's in
It's
January.
January of 2024.
Well, that may work because February is the fundraiser, and we don't have much. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm thinking about whether I might come home for Christmas that year and maybe just stay and work
If it's
from home
Yeah,
for
or
another
something.
few weeks
Yeah.
or something.
Wait,
You know, from
where?
my parents' house or
Is it
something.
in Philly,
It's
or-
in Philly, yeah. It's at some hall or something. I don't know where.
Okay.
But he just booked the place in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So that sounds interesting. So that's the only other one right now we're really
Yeah.
looking
Great
at.
person. Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Sorry, but, well, that's cool. I know he was working on that, and
It seems like it's slowly but surely coming together. You know, more vendors have been signing up. I don't know what he's doing for guests yet and stuff, but you know, it's a start.
But you know, I'm chicken shit.
Yeah.
Walking around Philly, I'm like, I might go to PAX Unplugged.
Nah.
Yeah. So, well, I am excited. What do you think, everyone? Just can't wait to have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
Cannot
This
wait.
will
We got
be
5 games lined up.
last. Yeah.
Yep.
Tomorrow,
We got back-to-back J.
yes. Who
Thursday,
Man, that's,
Friday.
that's a lot of J right
That
there.
is a lot of
Yeah.
J.
who are you gonna play? I got.
You know, that's the funny thing. There was part of me that literally said, Jay, who do you think I should play? Like, play it blindly, give me the character, and roll with it.
So they're actual characters in the campaign,
Right.
And not you've probably seen a bunch of them. Like I said, the funniest one is Tom's thief, gnome thief, and I had to cut the name short just because it was kids.
Right.
Back in the day, I ran it, and his name's Rumple.
Yeah.
But his full name is Rumple Foreskin everywhere.
I think
I
I think Brett called that right before I was gonna call it.
Yeah.
So I think Brett's gonna get that.
Good old Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
No, it's a good character. It's a good character. But then there's some other. We have an undead hunter in that group and a bandit.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got some really good characters in it.
So, yeah, we're going to hit the ground running, too.
And that's in Greyhawk City. It's in Greyhawk City. This adventure at Delvin the Lord's Tomb.
Gnomes
So,
are underrated.
Is this...
Gnomes are underrated.
well, crazy gnomes too. That all he does is drink, right? He's got his nose is red because you know.
Yeah,
just drink.
WC Fields there, yeah.
Yeah.
Are both of the adventurers out of your campaign as well?
I've run both of my
Yeah.
campaigns.
So, yeah, it should be pretty funny.
Yeah, Delvin Lord's Tomb, and then In Search of the Low Road, which is basically an adventure, kind of where you go and we're going to try and find, and if you know about the Low Road's a great story. It was taken from, I believe, an Earth Journal early on, or was it in a Dragon blip?
Remember that the term low road, high road is even in the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
True.
For Somnolight and Null. and-
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's where I remember the term being used first in the product, but it was not really developed, and I think it simply meant like this. There were two roads to go into Null, so to speak, from Temple of Elemental Evil, and then that took
Right.
on a new life in the form of the whole Lord Mills, so to speak. So yeah.
And so,
But that's more fan creation than something that is in the TSR. or
and it was
something.
Rich.
Yeah.
And David Leonard that did a whole map and did a whole
Yeah.
series of stories.
Oh, yeah,
that
I've
seen
that
these.
David
Yeah.
did this blog,
Yeah.
and I ran with it, and they actually connected the bottom part of the low road to a place called Hearthguard Tower, which is on the Anna's map that she put there for me. That's a dwarven stronghold, and then there's all stuff that Mike Disney's character Scarn has off to the east.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is they're trying to find you'll be trying to find in that adventure. That's the
Yeah.
second adventure. The connection does is there an offshoot to the low road that connects to them? That's kind of what the
Well,
adventure's about.
I think
So-
I think the low road in this sense is a perfect example of how a fan creation can take a life because so many different creators
true.
write and add to it and kind of spin the story, and all of a sudden it becomes something really cool with lots of participants that have worked on it for well over a decade, I think, maybe even 20 years from the first kind of mentions in Earth Journal and so on and so forth. Yeah, so I think it's one of these examples of if you start creating something, put it out there through the Greyhawk community, other people pick it up and do something and evolve the idea and add to it, and all of a sudden you have, So I think the low road through the Lort Mills, I think, is a great example of that.
And I love like Tommy John Kelly's writings on
Yeah.
the Hateful Wars.
Yep.
I used that like crazy
Yep.
in my games.
Yep.
You know, especially when I bring Luke on, and he has the son of Melf, and like he's interested in finding some of those elven artifacts, and I did it the other time just recently, an adventure, and Heather's character, the Elven Cavalier, she found a sword, an elven sword with special abilities that they weren't expecting to even find in that adventure, and I love taking stuff that the bloggers write or that someone else.
We can-
Go ahead.
I was going to say, we can mention a little bit also where the expression the low road and the high road comes from. And that's back in old times. They used to have in today's world, most rivers and streams and stuff are regulated. They are dammed up and stuff, so
Right.
they don't flood as much. But in old medieval times, and we can then assume in Greyhawk and stuff, that rivers and creeks and stuff flood times of the year. So a lot of the roads where you're going cross country, they actually went on ridges because they didn't went down by the rivers. They went high on and they were called the high roads.
Right.
But then
Low
you
roads.
had various
Yeah.
people that had more nefarious purposes who would go around. They took the low road literally because because
more risky.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it was more risky, and there was more vegetation, so you can hide in there, so to
Right.
speak. And they also took a lot of these high roads were also they chopped down trees, but I guess for several reasons. One is that it's a lot easier to chop up firewood when you can use a wagon and cart.
Get it out of there, sure.
Yeah, that's one reason. The other one is you also, for security reasons, you don't want forests and like copses of wood close to the road where bandits can ambush you. So you clear up. Even the Romans did that. They had that was like a regulation that so and so many yards or meters or feet or whatever unit the Romans used away from major roads had to be cleared in order for them to be safe.
Oh,
And that's where the low road, high road expression comes from, so to speak.
I was going to tell
that makes
Jay,
sense.
my friend Todd Stashwick that I talked to in the volunteers
Yeah?
tonight.
Yeah?
He's gonna say,
Is Todd here? So
yeah, that's
Hello.
Todd.
Todd
Good to see you
Stashwick,
again.
everyone.
my friend Todd Stashwick that I met tonight in the volunteers.
Yeah.
I think they need to heat it up in here. It's not warm enough.
Oh, we have fire going.
Take this
You
seat.
want the
I'm
hot
gonna roll
seat?
back. I'm rolling out of here.
That's it.
Yeah, but you're
I
from
get the steak
California,
coming.
so yeah.
My
You
friend
want
Todd
the hot
Stashwick,
seat?
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Adam
Yeah.
Scott.
Hey, Scott, nice to meet
Good to
you.
meet you, sir.
Todd, I'm
Nice to see
Scott
you
is
again.
Jeff or Jeff.
Oh yeah,
McCann.
he's
Matt,
always
nice
in
to-
chat. Yeah. Mhm.
How are you? I'm on Jay's show a lot. I'm a big supporter.
We met here last year, didn't we?
No, I my
Not-
first year
not-
here.
not-
But
not-
you know what? though? I would like to
Not
say we
him.
did, but we
Yeah.
haven't.
Hi,
But I love
Alan
your work
Grote.
though.
Todd Stashwick. Nice to meet
The
you.
Grow Dog, Alan Growy.
Yeah.
You want to go to Alan's website and see all the stuff.
He's
with
one of the
Greyhawk and
pillars
he's
of the Greyhawk
pillar.
community and have been so for
Yeah.
decades.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good to see you, man.
Good to be here.
And thank you for coming on to that DM's round.
That was fun, right? That was a good
Yeah,
one. Good
yeah, we
conversation.
had a lot of fun. And that dragon you showed on the wall,
that's
with
Gary.
That was awesome.
My
yeah.
Dragon Gary. Oh.
And you
Yep.
can bomb Jay's live shows anytime.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
My second one of the day.
You
Where was
can
it?
jump in anytime.
Lake Geneva Museum. And,
Is this
that
happening
was
right
awesome.
now? Or are we?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we're
We're
live.
live.
Yeah, we're
Just
live.
like last year, man.
Yep.
Perfect
Love it.
timing.
He just
Lo-
keeps his 5G phone and
Yeah,
off we
I'm
go.
sitting through the phone
I just
call.
lurk until you're live, and then I jump in.
So
the best way,
let me
the best
let me
way.
say it right here. Stay right here for this.
Okay.
You need a spin-off show.
Yes. Yeah,
You're
we say that every
fantastic.
time.
I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not,
yes, you
John,
do.
I'm not kissing your ass.
Oh, see, if
the
you were
show
kissing
is
my ass, it would have
fantastic.
happened.
What's that?
Because my ass grants wishes. So had you kissed my ass, we would have gotten the spin-off show.
I said there was a little. Maybe there's a half.
These are decisions that are far
I know,
beyond
but it's-
my purview.
You're just so. I mean, you are such a. You play a good dick.
Perfect.
You did.
I'm very fortunate because the creators of the show, or the showrunner, not the creators, that's Gene Roddenberry, but the showrunner, Terry Metalis, I forgive, I just ate a chopped salad, and
No
so I
worries,
was
we have
literally
both been
going to
eating
go
weird
get,
stuff
I
all
literally
day.
was going to go to my room and brush my teeth, but I should probably just wash my mouth out with bourbon, because I'm looking at it right
Did we
over
talk
there.
about that?
Much more
So
effective.
you want us to begin
Yeah.
this?
A lot more
No, no,
effective,
no.
yeah.
I'll have him get you a drink. What do
I'm
you
gonna
want?
go. Yeah, it looks like there's a Jefferson over there. I'm looking at that. It looks like there's a bottle of Jefferson over there.
Now he's really trying to kiss your ass.
That'll work. Then we'll
Jefferson
get-
bourbon's very good. I suppose.
bourbon
Shout out
might
to the
do.
miscreants.
Very
Talk
good.
to you guys later.
See you, Curtis.
See ya.
So the creators of the show created 12 Monkeys,
Yes.
and they wrote on that series. They wrote for me for Utra. All rise.
Yep.
How are you? Oh, he's like, hey. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello again.
Nice.
Thank you.
It's like you didn't work all day.
Only worked 12 hours today, so
It's a short
no
one.
biggie. Yep. mhm.
Hey, pupper.
How's your trip?
So my mama had surgery on her arm, so she's in Monthly, so she's just an hour. She's just an hour south. of this, and then
Yeah.
so
Oh, you
I
have to
went
entertain
stay
your-
with her, just to help her out.
You got a dog down there, Jay?
What's that?
You got your dog down there, buddy?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I don't
Yep.
step on
Go
him.
away.
Yeah.
Loan me her car.
that.
Don't. I wouldn't. No.
He's beautiful.
Where's she in Del Webb? She's in Del Webb. Well, that's a nice place. Yeah, it's lovely. That's where my mama is, and so I was just with her.
How is she doing?
She's doing great.
It was just hard. She had
Her
surgery
dad
on her
and
arm.
just
And
chatting
so,
up.
Yeah.
I visited with her, and then I'm gonna hear
Yeah.
that I'll go back to her.
But you know, anyone gives Picard junk, yeah, that's
Oh my
perfect.
God.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
I
Show.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
It's great.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, check
There you
out.
go.
Get that full bar.
Yep.
Get the whole ball.
So,
See you.
I told the story before, and I was following Todd on, because he's in 12 Monkeys for 4 seasons, right, that show. And he's always been on, like, CSI or Law and Order, and he's always the bad guy, always plays the villain.
But
Like,
he is
remember
so
the game, the
good.
show The Riches, which
Yes.
was the one? He was the bad villain in that.
was.
The Irish Traveler show.
He was.
Oh, yeah. He was-
Yeah.
killed his own dad.
Now he's a starship captain,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But,
and he hates Picard.
So I just reached out. I reached out to him on Twitter one time. I know he said, I can't believe you know, it's a joke, but what an approachable guy, a great guy.
Yeah.
Just, wow.
Well, you had him on what last
And the
year?
D&D
I
fan.
had him on. He played the game. He
played the game, right, I
The
won,
game with
yeah.
Ed in the 2
Oh, yeah.
minimum.
Yes.
And so
And then the
we just-
DM Roundtable, didn't you
Yes,
see that?
yeah.
yeah, he was just on.
Yep.
So what a wonderful.
I don't miss much with you guys.
No, we know that. You're always in chat. It's awesome.
I have
yeah.
to be.
He's a delight, and I just
Yep.
we just we chatted a lot, and I just
Yep.
like I said, I texted him, and he didn't respond. He just shows up at the door there. So.
Yep. And now we have to ask him later what he's up to during the convention
Absolutely,
too.
I
Yep.
was DMing a lot. So,
Yep.
how many times you DMing?
I'm DMing a side game Friday morning, one of Carlos's
And that's
adventures.
playing.
No, not
no,
that one.
No,
Not that
this
one.
is
Not that one.
like my Sunday group. In fact,
Yeah.
it's most of the guys that played in the charity game that we
Oh,
ran.
great.
It's like a
Hey,
continuation
Wilson's
of that. He's the only one that's not going to make that. Yeah. But like DM Dave and Doc Shoulder and Carnage, Carl and
Oh, that's
Chris.
right,
So
Doc Shoulder. Is Doc
yeah,
Shoulder here
he'll be
already?
here tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, him and Carl and Chris will be here
There's
tomorrow.
gonna be so many people out from the
This-
community.
our
this
Sunday
year.
game?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
at
Oh,
least
not-
double
not
what
here
we
yet.
had last year, which is
That
so
Yeah.
cruise,
great.
we're going to
I
play
have
a
like
side game on Friday,
40,
and it's that cruise.
almost 40 people,
It's so-
or like
it's so
35
exciting.
or something signed up for my seminar. So
Oh,
it's
that's
like
awesome.
it's crazy.
We
Yeah.
had-
So we
it's
don't
just-
have a fan seminar this year, though.
No, but we have Legends and Lore. We have my
Well,
seminar
right.
and
It's a
stuff that.
celebration of the community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
community.
Yeah, so we have at least 2 with clear Greyhawk connections, so
awesome.
to speak. So yeah,
Yeah, we had actually
Yeah.
3
yeah.
because we had Greyhawk Comes to Air.
Exactly. That's another one. We all Greyhawk connections as
Altamira,
well.
Greyhawk Comes
Yep.
to Air, and that's in the Chop House Friday at
Yep.
1.
Yep.
And we're gonna have food and drink served there.
So I think we are
Nice.
well
And
represented.
We're just gonna
Yep.
show, and I have an adventure card I made, and if you
Yeah.
go, you get a free adventure card
Yep.
for it. It's just like in the ode to the Greyhawk adventure
Yeah.
cards. We're
And
gonna-
Jay, if
Cool.
you
We
look
have
in,
cards, we're
yeah,
gonna
if
sing
you
that.
look in your swag bag, there is some other cool stuff in there.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Excellent.
So look in now.
Oh, you want me to look in there now?
Yes,
Okay.
look in it now.
Look in there now.
Get the
Yeah.
swag bag.
Yeah, I added some stuff to this
The
swag.
platinum
Yeah,
guy
you have
swag.
the 2 Len Lakofka archive stuff in there, and you have my handout that for that comes that all the participants.
Scott, can you get the door?
Yeah,
I got it. Oh, you got it in? I got it.
All right.
they can.
What's in here? What's
Yeah.
in the bag?
So
Yeah.
Who's
what
coming
news
in?
on the Len Lakofka archive?
Yeah.
We're
Those
gonna
2.
show this now on stream.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
show them off. Yeah,
show-
we,
this
we
stuff
have
is-
we have these 2
Oh. And we
from
got,
the Lakofka archive,
Yep.
and then a
So
little
I'm
handout.
sure
of
everybody
what
else
I'm-
wants to see them
Wait,
too.
Yep.
what is that? What is
Yep.
that beautiful stuff? Oh, really?
Man.
Yep, Troy
So this is
Alleman
the
and-
one.
The late Len.
Yeah, that's the one that Len wrote
right.
that was run
For
at a
Gen Con.
convention
Yeah, yeah.
long time ago,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that was one he was working on that
Okay.
he didn't finish.
published
And so Troy Alleman and a bunch of others in the Greyhawk community have put these together and helped
Oh,
out with various things. But Troy Alleman is Cannibal. He's the one that has been the leading star on
Cannibal,
these.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Yep. hmm
That's awesome.
And we've
They're
and there've been
great.
several
That's a
others
nice
Here we
tribute.
go.
that have
So,
helped
all right,
out a little bit.
see you
with-
back.
yeah.
Are you back?
See you here first. Oh, great.
Did you need a water?
Yeah.
Why the legend Leonard
That's good.
Lakofka
You good? All right. At the
the
Jefferson?
Lighthouse.
Yep.
That's
Dungeon
good stuff.
Module
Oh, it's
LA
Woodford.
1.
Oh, it's Woodford. Even
We're
better.
going to show this at,
Reserve?
and look at some of the
Woodford
great work the
Reserve.
community has done for
Yep.
this.
And we can do a tidbit for those viewers who haven't discovered it. You can go to my website, annabmeyer.com, and you can download these because I've added a
That
little
is
La
awesome.
Kafka
What is-
corner to
that's
the
a Leonard
website.
Lakofka,
It's provisional
adventure,
so
yeah.
far, but we're going to.
one that he was working on.
That was
So
one
I
of the
just have
community
one
stuff
thing
that's-
before I
we're gonna
let
show
you
it our
add
seminar.
Did we have plans to
Yeah,
do
the
it?
community
Here's
just
another one.
finished it.
We'll
Take 'em to
see.
cons
Yeah,
and
we'll,
stuff?
we'll see.
finished all
Yeah,
that.
I don't know about that.
But
We
the
printed. Troy
Kafka-
printed a smaller series, yes,
This
but
is
they are
a-
Creative
this is LA
Commons, so if
too.
anyone can download them and
yeah.
just
Yeah.
use them. So
Great art.
And-
Yeah,
and,
who finished that up and published that?
Troy Allen and Cannibal, he did the majority of work,
So-
and several others in the Greyhawk community have helped out with editing.
So
and all
what
sorts
has
of stuff.
happened with these, Todd and Alan and everyone, is
What I'm working
the
on.
community we have a Leonard Lakofka archive on our Greyhawk Events Discord, and they
Right,
meet
right.
weekly. And I'm assuming this stuff came from that you got from Leonard's partner. Is that how we got these adventures?
Oh
How-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that one came from Len himself before he passed.
Before he passed
had
away,
it,
yeah, 2 years ago now?
and most of this material
Interesting,
came
yeah,
that Len handed over to us before he passed away, and with
Yeah.
instructions and stuff. So
Oh, what a great way
yeah,
to
so it's
carry his
because
work.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I
so
mean-
we done that one was fully written. The only thing we have done is that we have added art, maps, and some editing and spruced up the stat
the
blocks
artwork.
and
it's
added
probably Wayne Henry
added a
Black or
cover
something,
that
I
makes
think.
it looks like it was an old
should be
school
in there.
cover and stuff.
I've played
yeah.
in one of these, I think.
You may have.
Okay.
You may
Yeah.
have.
Virtual Greyhawk
Yeah.
Con.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Todd,
Yes,
Leonard
sir.
came on the on my show about 40 times. I think I may have told you this story.
Yes,
It took us 9 months to get him on, but once he came on, he was hooked.
Yep.
He would show up because he had my Zoom.
Yeah.
He would show up just in the middle of another stream.
He probably listened to a
Yeah,
comment,
you
just
just come
popped in,
on.
said something, and then just
Yeah, he'd hang out for about 10-15 minutes and
yeah,
boom.
and then he didn't say bye or anything. It
Well,
just
gotta go.
it disappeared. Yeah.
So you did cartography for this?
Well, yeah, I did some of the maps.
Yeah,
and
you were
and
in
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
That is wonderful.
So,
I didn't- yeah, it was
some
nothing
great things
fancy,
that the
yeah.
community has been up to. We're
Yeah.
going to show a couple other things tomorrow during
Yeah.
Legends of Lore.
And there are additional
Yeah.
poster maps you can download and print and stuff.
And I
so,
should have an official Grail cartographer NPC with her pick artwork in a module. Hey Troy, there you go. Troy is like the leader of all.
Oh
that's
yeah,
one of those.
yep.
Hey, Troy.
Troy is the spider that kept it all together,
Yeah, we're
webbed
showing-
it all together. Yeah.
So we got Alan Growy here. We got Scottish Jeff. We have Wally Hobbin, Adam, myself, and the legendary Todd Stashwick.
Legendary.
You
Yep.
are, dude.
So,
Legendary.
so what are you up to
Legendary.
this convention?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Tomorrow I will be at noon. I will be in the at the autograph table. I believe that's in the big merchants hall.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think
in
so.
the-
Yeah.
it's in the forum, yeah.
And I'll be
Next-
selling copies of Mystic Libations and some Nerd Circus dice and
Yeah.
photos if people want them. And just to meet people, meet and greet for like an hour. And
Yeah.
then I'm jumping in on an AD&D game tomorrow night.
Awesome.
I'm not exactly offhand. I don't remember who's running that game. Then Friday, I will be running a game from noon to 4. A game called Mazes by Ninth Level Games, and that's like one of the games I'm running for the con.
Cool.
And then I'll have some time off. I think I have to do some nonsense, and then I'll run another Mazes game just for some friends.
Cool.
Saturday, I'm running a level 8 one-shot for the con. Saturday night, I'm going to play with some friends. My buddy Jay Gellerman is going to run a Star Wars game for me and some friends. Sunday, I'm going to run the adventure that you played in last year, which was the Bloodthorn, After Hours at the Bloodthorn, which is the game that's at the back of the book, the Mystic Libations book. Yep. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that sounds like a.
And then I'm
awesome
going, and then
con.
I'm
The full
skedaddling
week.
right after. It's pretty
Full
full.
week.
Yeah.
Super full.
Yeah.
It's and that's the thing. You take full advantage of being at GaryCon and you just run with it, man. And just you're exhausted afterwards. I mean, Anna and I both got the con crud real bad last year.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
And
But
by con crud, do you mean?
Something.
yeah, it was not COVID.
It
I
wasn't
tested
COVID.
exactly.
No,
I tested.
you're
I just
one
went.
guy.
Negative.
I just went
Yeah.
on the Star Trek cruise a few weeks back, and I got COVID.
Oh
on the
no.
cruise.
Really?
But
That's brutal.
taking care of business, I believe in science, so
Sound
Yeah.
good.
I
you
was all
used the-
vaxxed, and then I used the Paxlovid, and I swear to God, tested positive on Sunday. I was negative by Wednesday.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes,
Not
there you
bad.
go.
And I never
Yeah.
felt
Yeah.
sick.
Glad
So,
to hear it,
that's
though.
good.
and good thing, like it didn't get anybody else in my family sick. So,
Yeah.
you know, science.
Yeah.
Good to hear it.
So, so I'm all for that. So I don't know the status of the level of risk here at this convention. The only 2 times I've gotten COVID have both been at conventions.
I haven't got
It's tough.
COVID yet, so
Good for you.
I
Yeah.
got it at North Texas last
Yeah.
year. So
Because
it's
I
a
got-
convention. Yep.
yeah, I got a really bad cold, but I tested me 3 times and it was all
so
negative.
I'm bringing this
yeah.
as I move forward. I'll probably wear it during
Thank
the
you, Games
games.
Tavern.
I'll probably wear it during my games.
I don't have my sound on Games Tavern, so I missed the raid.
Because sitting with
My
people for
apologies.
hours
Yeah.
on end at a table.
I've
always
got a
sounds good.
6-hour game on Friday.
Mask up.
Level 17 to 15 to 17.
Oh my
first
God.
edition. First edition, 15 to
fun.
17th level.
Wow.
Yeah. I've never played
Thank
anything
you.
higher than 13th level. I'm scared shitless.
Oh, have a
sorry,
blast.
scared poopless.
You'll have a blast.
That's good. If you saw the fundraiser with the ladies on that, or
Yeah, oh yeah, well, you know, with, yeah.
Yeah. If you weren't
Oh
banned by
my
then,
gosh.
then yeah.
I tell you right now, I love Darling Creep Show.
there you go, darling.
She-
if you're around,
she's cool,
So
yeah.
she is cool.
She's really
and
cool.
and it was flirting with Luke during the fundraiser was hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Ty couldn't make it. He had that conflict. But what
Yeah. What
anniversary?
what day was that?
Was that Saturday before, a couple weeks before he came on for
The DM
I
round
was-
table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
round
something
table.
that day.
yeah. I
Yeah.
told going your wife. I was like, cool, dude, family first, man.
Yeah.
But
Something.
we raised. I was shocked how much money.
What's the total?
$25,400.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Beat
so
that next year.
Yep.
Well, you know, if I'm available,
I-
you always have my sword.
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I got to figure out what to do next year. And Eric Mona is like, you got to run Child's Play. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wait.
But then we have virtual Greyhawk this
Yeah.
fall too. So yeah.
But I don't run that during. I run these during fundraisers. So
Oh
far,
yeah, but then you yeah.
Gargoyle, I've
Yeah.
done that, and I've done puppets,
Yeah.
and then some so far.
Yeah.
So.
I think
Virtual
you need to
Greyhawk
get
on
there-
you have
there might be
another
multiple
limits
people. You need to
to
get
what you need
Carlos
to do for the
Lysing to
community.
start running
Yeah.
some more stuff.
Yep.
Because that Tears, when I played that a couple years ago, that
Oh,
was
that
probably one of the
first
best
Cheetah
games
rescue.
Oh,
I've
the
ever
cheetah game.
played.
God,
Yeah,
that was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was fun.
That
was a
was
lot
one
of
of the
fun.
best games.
Yeah.
We played
We were in
that
the
one.
same
I think
venture.
we were actually
Yeah,
on
in
the same.
fact,
The
Jay was
three
in
of
that
us were on that
adventure.
same
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Tears
And
of Forever
Carlos
Stay.
said, he goes, "You're the first
Yeah.
person to play the
Yeah.
Ranger who never
Yeah.
used up all her arrows."
I played the mage in that.
Yeah,
rarely
I was
play a mage.
the
was-
Ranger.
that
I was
was
a female
fun.
Ranger.
Yeah.
And Carlos told me, he says, "You never," because you're the first person to play this game who didn't use all her arrows.
Yeah, Todd, do you remember the venture I gave you, Horn Holes, the one I wrote with, and that was jointly with Carlos Lysing. Yeah, who's
Yeah.
one. He's not here this year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he's just. He's
However, the artist for the cover is here,
yeah,
Chet
Chet
Minton.
Minton's here. Yeah, the
And
artist.
Chet Minton was smart enough to, he actually bid, and he went for the full Monty, and he bought the Hat of Disguise.
Oh, he did.
So he will be at the dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice guy, very good artist.
And then
Yeah.
there's the dinner and then the VIP session. You gonna be there tomorrow night?
I'm supposed to play a game tomorrow night from like 6 to midnight.
You're not
It's
going
a,
to the dinner at
It's
6
a
o'clock?
first. It's a first. No, I'm supposed to be at a table.
Yeah, you got.
It's a first edition game,
Ah, you got
Fun.
and I have to see who's running that. Give me a moment.
Come back. Give me
Look
I'll
up your
find
schedule.
out.
Yeah.
I'll find
Yeah.
out.
Look up your schedule.
So I saw Stefan over at Lake Geneva, and he was running a game for
A
all the
Corny?
team. Yeah, Stefan's
fun.
over. Stefan and Ann are over there. They set up. It's really cool. And when I left, Alan Hammock, Harold Johnson, a couple others were playing, and then Luke was going into it, and then he was going to somehow meld the characters, and he wouldn't tell me how, but like he was going to be running that for those people that came over. So it looked like a really cool thing. And I'm talking about the table was this long, this wide, all with Door Forge on it. So all
my God.
light up, bells and whistles. Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah,
It was
nice.
pretty neat there. So.
Gotta love Stefan.
And he's an old school DM too. Like we're
1E.
talking about the
Hardcore 1E.
Oh yes.
right
Yeah.
here, hardcore 1E, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hardcore. Do you use weapon specialization?
No.
So you are not even under Decana. You are a player's handbook.
Well, I mean, I use parts of the UA and stuff, but
Do
yeah,
you-
I don't use
How's the
I don't
Cavalier?
use
You hate the
weapons.
Cavalier?
I use the Cavalier from Dragon.
Same here. Good job.
I don't use the one. I use the Barbarian from
17.
Dragon.
Okay. How about the Bandit? You use the Bandit? That's
Paul Stormberg.
Oh, I just
Oh,
looked at
Paul.
Paul's a
Yes.
good DM.
Very
There you
good.
go.
Paul's over at the Lake Geneva museum right now. He's
Yeah.
working on it.
He's doing it first edition
Oh, you got it.
AD&D game, pulling an old module, Lost Crypts of the Fire Opal.
Which is the
Yes.
Dungeon Master's Guide dungeon.
Yeah. You have to. Yeah. You
Yeah,
have to
so
play
we're
it.
playing that.
Oh, yeah, you have
I'm
to
playing
play
that
it.
tomorrow from 6 to midnight.
Yeah,
Very good.
there you
He's a
go.
blast.
That's
He's a
awesome.
great
Good
DM.
DM.
Oh wait,
No.
oh no, that is true. It's tomorrow night.
He's a
Fantastic.
good DM.
Oh good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like good because it's been such a long time since I played first edition. I think maybe the last time I was with you. So
1E is fun.
yeah, and they're like, don't worry about it. The DM will take care of all the crunch. So,
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the way our soul schoolers are, man. We're like,
So
oh,
I will
okay, good.
find dice and
roll
and, yeah.
and have fun with it.
1E
Yeah.
is deadly. We have a game starting in April, and one of our characters in our party has 2 hit points.
Did that see?
I think it's a pre-gen they're
Yeah.
giving me.
Yeah.
that. I don't
We
do.
are going
Maximum
literally
points of
out.
force.
We actually rolled up backup characters just in case.
Bring the backups with you. You go.
Yep. I have a fighter magic user, Elf, who's got 7
That's
hit
what I
points.
played as a kid.
Oh man.
7 hit points.
Oh,
And
man.
and the key word of the day is run away.
yeah.
Sure.
Retreat.
Retreat.
Live to fight another day.
Put the shield on your back and run.
Yeah. Amen.
I've been playing for 40 years, and yeah, runaway is the best advice.
Well, sometimes, yeah, absolutely. But, and we have this talk a lot. There's a difference between playing at home with your friends and playing at home with your friends on a live stream. Where
Nope.
Yeah.
where you're entertaining people.
Right.
right,
do
right.
that.
There's a big difference.
What's that?
I don't do that.
Well, you don't do that. Yeah, absolutely.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah, definitely. We had it during the DM's roundtable, and
And it's also it's a lot more. Hats off to y'all who organize all that, and especially you who
Thank you.
like multi-camera setup. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I really because just running home games is hard enough.
Yeah. It adds
but
a
you
whole
enjoy it and
other-
love it. That's
yeah.
what you do.
I
But
enjoy
I
it.
I
really
stream-
because I also love the. I also spend a lot of my time entertaining people, so I
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
idea of having a thing that's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stream. I'm starting to stream our games, but I don't pretend. It's not the goal to entertain anybody else.
No, just let them watch.
It's just
wanna
like
watch,
it's just
jump
we
in,
running
yeah.
it like we normally do,
Yeah.
and it's simply because people have asked me to do it, and
Yeah, yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
because it gives me a reference. I can go back to it and see what happened and stuff, so
Yeah.
I don't have to take
That's
notes.
nice.
We've talked.
That's another big thing, so to speak, and I also
Not
get
hard.
good
I
feedback.
love
People
it.
can
I mean,
tell me
no,
what's
it's
good and
great.
bad, but
You can-
I don't
yeah,
try
you're good at
to
this.
Yeah.
emphasize
Well,
the making fun for others. part,
We've
so to
talked
speak.
about creating a not live stream, but a almost docu-style film.
A podcast,
Yeah.
a synopsis.
Like an
Yeah,
archive.
kind of like Crit Roll, I
Yeah.
guess, but out of the nerd lair.
Yeah.
Do it with multi-camera
But then you have
setup.
to have someone who edits and do all that
Yeah,
stuff.
no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I just mean to like to try to really capture the
Yeah.
vibe of
Yeah.
in the room where it happens, right?
That's in person though. That's not through
Yeah.
Zoom or anything
100%.
like that. That's
Yeah,
in
everybody's at the
person.
table.
And
Yeah.
not a studio either.
That
like,
makes a big
like it'll
difference.
feel like
Yeah.
ideally try to capture what it feels like to sit around the table.
Yep.
And that's the other thing. My game is already online, Zoom and
yeah,
stuff, so it's easy to just
Yeah.
use
Record it.
OBS and just record it basically and just stream
This
it to
is
Twitch.
true.
So it's not much extra work,
This
so to
is
speak.
true. Mm-hmm.
And we get 20, 25 people watching it and
I
some
love it.
good comments and stuff. So yeah, so it's not much extra work. We have to kind of keep our mouth shut occasionally so we don't say too many bad words and stuff. But I don't hate to be Twitch partners, so yeah.
Well,
Well, you know, the
Yeah.
pandemic really put, for a couple of years, the pandemic put
Yeah.
all of us gamers in a situation where it was like, do we get together in person
Yeah.
or do we
Jason
stop
Sudeikis.
playing?
Yeah, but I
And then
understand.
Zoom and
like Jason
Discord came
Really?
about, and but it created a whole new dynamic in playing.
Yeah.
You suddenly had to realize how to play with people,
You
through
should
hundreds
Ted
of
Lasso
miles.
cosplay.
My game is people from California to Connecticut to Massachusetts
Then I
to
got
New
Michael
Jersey.
Weatherly in my
We're
30s
all over
and
the
40s.
country playing at different time zones,
Got in a
but
little
we made it
trouble.
work.
Yeah.
You don't want to be associated there.
no.
Yeah.
He got in a little trouble.
I'm sorry, that's a small ball from effing Cool Miniatures, by the way.
I actually started to like
want it?
playing
I'm
online
not gonna
more
take
and
this,
more.
but it's beautiful.
I like the perks. First of all, I have
Are you
all
giving
my
it to me?
computing
I'm giving
power
it to
in
you.
order to show
take
maps
it.
and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do
It's
all
cool.
that
Paint
stuff,
that.
so to
How
speak.
many?
So all the
weeks.
audio, video presentation
can't
equipment,
take
meaning
your
it's
full
top
ball.
notch.
I
I don't
know,
need to
yeah.
worry
Epic
about
Cool
it.
Miniatures,
It's
yeah,
there.
production won't be a problem
Yeah,
for you.
and also I have the whole
I'll
world
tell John
of
Pops I
people
gave it
that
to
can
you,
come
and
and
he'll
play
be
if
happy.
need be. Meaning I
problem.
personally
It's
Wales, we have
gorgeous.
North Dakota,
Yeah, it's,
California,
it's actually
two
been spray
people from
painted
California,
with
and so
a,
on. So,
a
so
coating,
it's a
so
little bit
you
everywhere.
chip it
So
up.
it,
Yeah,
and I also
that's
have my
great.
own
Thank you so
bathroom, my
much.
own
Oh,
kitchen,
He's
and
a,
the commute
lovely
to
guy.
go there. I don't need to bring a lot of
pandemic paint.
stuff somewhere and so on. So there are
My
a lot
book is
of
a pandemic book.
perks with running
There you go.
online. So
You
I'm
did it
starting to
well.
like
Created-
it.
That's great.
Some years ago I didn't like it much, but now I'm enjoying it more and more. I'm really getting into
I like
it.
having the interactivity.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
right,
starting to
right.
get the
Some
vibe
feedback
that it
and-
actually
yeah.
functions when you have Zoom and people have decent webcams and the
booth
connection
this
is
year,
good. I started to get the vibe of actually running around the table.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
close.
My players have
I
side
worked really hard,
conversations
so
with each other in chat.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm running the game, I'm not
Yes.
seeing the chat stuff as
Exactly.
much.
Right,
You can
right.
kind of
But
get-
they're still role playing
Yeah.
with each other
Yeah.
in chat and stuff, which
and,
is
and,
great.
yeah, and I can
And
then-
instantly
I'm
bring
the guy who's been
everything from my
harassing you about
campaign
the
notes.
Yeah,
On,
yeah.
on,
So a little
have
And you
them
can capture all the chat and stuff in
Exactly.
for later if you need to catch up on
Exactly.
something.
Yeah, if you wing it, you automatically get it
Yeah.
recorded, so to
Yeah.
speak. So there are some perks of running it
Yeah.
online too.
And then my players, when they're mapping in Castle Greyhawk, one of them will screen
I'm
share.
interested in.
And he'll be
selling it.
drawing in Dungeon
selling it
Scribe,
tomorrow.
and everybody
I'm
can see the
absolutely
map.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really nice.
Which is
Yeah.
great.
I brought 40 copies.
Yeah.
really cool.
So when they're
I'm
gone, they're
starting
gone.
to
I mean, if you want me to set one to the
Yeah,
side,
yeah,
you have to be
absolutely.
5-6 years ago, I
Make
would be,
sure I get one.
no, I don't want
Absolutely.
that.
But,
Now I'm
I'll set one to the
actually
side for you.
preferring it. And
Day
the
job,
funny thing
I
is
know.
that
I can
if
go
I
grab it right
ran
now if you want.
at a table, I
Yeah,
would
if you don't
still
mind, that'd be
say
great.
to
That'd be
people, bring
fantastic.
your
Let me go
laptop
grab
and
it
I will
for you.
use the same software.
Don't lose
right
that
around the
gentleman
table.
time.
I'm not gonna lose it.
Meet you.
And
I'll
still
be right
run
back. I'm
digital,
gonna run.
but
I'm gonna
instead
do it.
of
I'll be
having
right
to
back.
have face-to-face.
So
That will be
Todd-
the thing I will
Todd is
switch
the
out.
new
The rest
guy
I will
who
keep the
is the
same.
captain
But I have to
on,
use my little laptop instead of
on
my
the card
three-screen
miniseries.
monstrosity of three
so
computers
anyway,
and
he's
stuff. So,
Star
so
Trek.
in that sense, I
Look
prefer
at this
to
magic
run
buddy
it at
gave
home,
me.
to
And
be
he's
honest.
really
It's
mean
really
to
cool. And
Picard all
the
the
other
time.
thing is that when
He's
you
very
when you
cynical.
go
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have
yeah.
the game in
I love
person,
it.
He's got some
either
drama.
either
He's
if
got
they
some
come
drama.
home to
Yeah.
you or you
He
drive
does.
somewhere,
He keeps
it's a
breaking
long
rules.
setup.
Stay here?
You have to
Okay,
go
I'll be
in,
right
get
back.
acquainted, take an hour before you start gaming, and then afterwards it take a long time breaking down. Now it's like you log in, you up and running 10 minutes, and you are playing. Afterwards you log off, and 10
These
minutes
are
later
mine.
you're
you're
done.
done.
So you get
Yeah.
a lot more effective gaming done.
You
in
do
the same,
because
yeah.
you don't get the whole how you
Exactly,
been, what's
exactly.
going on.
It's quick. So
Yeah.
we play a 3.5 hour window, and I feel like I've
And you
got
play
as
almost the
much
entire
done
time, yeah.
as I would at convention game of 4 hours.
Yeah.
Easy. And even convention games are condensed
Right,
fairly, and you don't get much grading. So compared to regular home games where we actually met up, it's much more effective. And you have all the reference tools, which makes it even more effective. Combat goes a lot faster. We have all the spell reference. I can roll all the digital dice for big spells and stuff like that. So, but the players roll dice the old-fashioned way, and we have character sheets built into my campaign manager, so they can make all the notes digitally, but they look like character sheets. And the benefit is that I can see the character sheet, and the other players, if we're missing a player, they can just pick up their character sheet and play it, so to speak. So,
Where are
yeah.
you, Duff?
So
very
it's,
cool.
yeah.
You're virtual and live at the same time. Are you eating, Duff? Is that what you're doing? You're snooping in on us?
Duff is in chat, and I
Oh,
think he's
wow.
over in the chop house.
Oh,
Yeah, he was here for the first 10 seconds. of the
Gary
stream.
Con.
It's
Yeah.
not creepy.
Yeah.
It's totally cool.
It's
Yeah.
not, it's not creepy there, right,
Yeah,
Duff?
it's-
Yeah, there you go.
Not creepy at all.
Oh, Garner, come on, sit down here and chat with us.
I should
Yeah,
probably go
please
because I have to
do.
go
Alan,
print
thank you.
character sheets.
What's
Yeah,
the
thanks
thing
for
to
coming in.
say?
It's awesome seeing you
Yeah.
again. I would be
Yep.
Great
Good to see you
by
again,
the
Alan.
booth
Yeah.
tomorrow. Yep.
Yep, yep, I'll be around.
Yeah.
All right. We'll probably see you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Thanks
for doing the show.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for chatting with us, and
And we'll chase you down and get you on Greycast.
Definitely.
Yes.
Sounds good.
You
In fact, we need to talk about lens
Oh, yeah, we have
modules
more stuff.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yep. Lots to cover.
Lots of
Yeah.
more stuff. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm
Scott.
well,
Wiley Hobbit.
Scott Garner Andrews.
Nice to meet
so,
you, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Wonderful. Thank you for
yes,
coming. Yep.
I do a lot of different things, but I harass people. That's my number one job.
Excellent. Well, do you want to sit right
Also-
beside Jay? Because this is really
No,
the.
Jay's good at it. Jay, I respect.
Well, he pokes back.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he does.
yeah,
He does.
yeah.
He's just as good at it as I am.
You
Too.
cannot have fear.
So-
Like, and we tried for 9 months to get Len on that one time. Mm-hmm. So that was time lost, right?
Yeah.
But I
The
stayed
man,
at
you
it,
hooked him.
and
Yeah,
we finally
it
got
paid
It's
off.
all in.
Yeah.
Boy.
And now
Yeah.
this is the result.
Yeah.
We became such good friends with Len that he left all his stuff, stuff and his partner to.
Yep.
and
Yep.
me. And
So I know I told Anna this already, but my story is that my best friend, who has passed away in the last year and a half, and has been on the board a couple of times now, but my best friend always played a wizard, no matter what. Always played the wizard, and his two favorite spells were Grease, and then Ledman's Tiny Hut, and we like it was some of the greatest things that could happen, and it was my job as a DM when he used it. It was my job as a DM when he used it to make sure that I made it as hard for him to get out of that tiny hut as possible. So, but absolutely, miss what he was able to, bring to the game too. So, and Anna and I had a couple of great
slide over and drink over to the other
conversations.
side there.
Yeah. So
No, you can say that.
Okay, but Anna and I had a couple of good conversations about him and his legacy and what he left behind.
Yep.
Actually, just a couple of days ago on her birthday, so we had a birthday party for her, but also had a great conversation about Lynn and what Lynn was able to bring to the game, and not just to the game, but to his partner's life and other things like that, and some of the excitement's the wrong word, when his partner learned some of the
yes.
things
Yeah.
that you were able to tell him
Yeah,
about
when he
what
found
Lynn
out
did.
how much of influence Len have had on the D&D community and
Yeah.
the game itself, and
That's
yeah.
right.
Yep.
So, you want to hear what Duff's saying?
Yeah, what's Duff saying?
Is he in
Can
there
we
talking-
harass him
talking
more?
smack?
Yes, tell him.
Going over, Jimmy. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have any questions from the audience or
Yeah, let's
anything
throw out
like
some
that?
questions, and Todd's had enough Star Trek questions there. So
I'll
let's
take
do-
everything.
You'll take everything.
Yeah.
You'll take
No,
the
whatever-
Star Trek
whatever
questions
you wanna
and
ask.
D&D questions.
And
Please.
bring it by tomorrow if you want to.
I will.
That's what I'll be doing.
Thank you very much.
It's a great book.
So, and so I'm a little bit of an amateur mixologist, and so I have appreciated everything that he's said about it so far. Kind of all the things that you've kind of poked out there and titillated to us. But
So for those who don't know, during the kind of height of lockdown, my idle hands needed to be busy. And so I met a guy named Brandon Cleely, who's a former Imagineer from Disneyland.
awesome.
He helped art direct Trader Sam's,
Okay.
the tiki bar there. So
Yeah.
he's deep in tiki culture. And he had never played D&D, but he's a gamer. He played like Fireball Island and other fun things. So I said, well, since all the games were Zoom at that point, and he's in Florida, I'm like, well, I'll get you playing D&D. We started playing, and I said, well, what if we made a cocktail for this week's game so that, try to build connectivity so that no matter where everybody was, we're all drinking the same drink. So he created,
Fun fact: the dot that's at the top of the eye, it's called a tittle.
that is a fun fact. That might be the funnest of facts.
Thank you,
Elminster's
Jay.
in the building.
So we just started making recipes for our games, and then named them after whatever the theme of the game was, sort of a D&D.
Look, it's his new book.
And so
It's awesome.
we started.
Where can I get that?
So I'll be doing a table of it tomorrow.
At his table tomorrow. Yep.
Tomorrow I'll be selling
I'll
them,
get that.
$40 a pop.
Uninterrupted, gentlemen. I
But
have to
I'll be
go.
signing and stuff like that. So
Nice to meet you.
absolute
I'm
pleasure.
sorry to interrupt.
Go.
Gentlemen, Jay, I will see you later.
Yeah,
Anna,
see you
very
soon.
nice to meet
See
you.
you, man.
nice to meet
Good
you
to see you
too.
again.
Wally Hobbit, I love
Yeah, yeah.
you.
Thanks for all the support. Really appreciate
We'll
it.
see you soon, man.
Definitely, I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right, bud.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
So we had about 5 of these recipes, and we're like, I think we're onto something. And then we thought, let's Kickstart it. We put it out for Kickstarter and said, I think people would be like a D&D inspired tiki cocktail book. Lo and behold, we pre-sold 1,000 copies. Because apparently gamers like to drink. So
What?
Who knew?
surprise,
What?
surprise.
No.
I know.
What a revelation.
Newsflash.
It's essential.
Newsflash. It's not essential, but the game isn't essential either. So it's all extracurricular. But the dot is the tittle. So So we kickstarted it, and then I'm like, well, it can't just be a cocktail book. If it's going to be a proper fantasy TTRPG book, it needs a story. It needs a narrative. So we created a bar called the Bloodthorn Tavern. The character I have created for it is named Tori Bloodheart, and she is a mixologist.
Love it.
And then her partner in crime, the brewmaster, is Brio Stormthorn. So Tori Bloodheart and Brio Stormthorn created the Bloodthorn Tavern. So then in the book, it's all broken down. It's all broken down to Treasure in the Tropics, tequila and rum drinks. And then there's a short story of how these characters acquired that recipe, or the recipes in the tequila. And then there's some amazing art. It's gorgeous, right?
Yes,
And
it is.
then, so then there's a bunch of drinks that are kind of, and the fun part of the Kickstarter was the people who backed it got to name drinks, and so they named them after
that's
their
awesome.
D&D
Yeah,
characters.
that's
They named
great.
them after their party.
That's great.
And then, we're not done, are we, Jay? So after these big sections of short stories and drinks, there's a playable one-shot that's sort of
Yes, there is.
it employs all of the stories into a one-shot called After Hours at the Bloodthorn, which you played last year. It's a lot of fun. And then there's a new playable subclass, bardic subclass called the Arcane Mixologist or an Arcane Mixter. Yeah, you see me. You see where this is going. 100%. You got that right. You got that right. There's NPCs, there's new magic items, and maps that you can download. So if you go to thenerdcircus.com, you can buy the book. I will be signing the book tomorrow, selling it and signing it at GaryCon tomorrow.
You're missing one of the best parts. The inn, the tavern that they have, dimension hops, right? Between you can go to and like.
Oh, you can
Dimension hops.
You can drop
Yeah.
it.
See you, bud.
It exists in all realms, right?
Exactly.
Awesome.
So you can drop this adventure, this one shot, in the middle of yours.
Going in down to mirror.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yep.
So leading up to
Very good.
GaryCon, every week we had a new thing, and so this was the Rolling with Disadvantage drink.
Nice.
It's a twist on the
Did you see it, John?
Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
We had the Bloody Halfling. This is an awesome twist on a
Bloody Mary. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Of course, it's only
It's
in
a
a
short.
highball
It's a
glass.
highball
so
glass, 'cause it's shorter.
So it's absolutely shorter,
Short in
but
stature.
but it's
But
also
it's
still
got
potent.
it's got a lot of flavor to
It's
it
got a
too.
kick. It's got a kick.
Yeah.
Mary the Halfling is in
I missed
trouble.
it.
Right? Yeah.
So we want to do a second book.
Yep.
We want to do a second book. And you want ready for this? You know what the name of the book is going to be?
What's that?
Unearthed Barcana.
Oh, that is awesome.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Mic drop.
That's good, right?
Mic
You
drop.
heard it here first.
Yes, we heard it here first.
Everyone,
That's
Adam
awesome.
Meyer, Wally Hobbit, Garner, Cat Good Gaming, right?
Yes, Chaotic Good Gaming.
Is that
Yep.
Cat dash good dash
No.
gaming underscore?
So
There's two of them, and then
it's
one
actually
with the
so
top
yeah. So Twitch is chaotic underscore good underscore gaming. Twitter is
slash.
chaotic.
Oh, so it is underscore.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
the Twitter is chaotic, all smashed together. Chaotic good GMNG. So
Okay.
yep,
I
thank you.
follow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cat Good Gaming. And
Yep.
everyone follow White Hobbit too. Follow Adam Meyer, and follow Todd on Twitter or
At Todd Stashwick on Twitter. At T Stashwick on Instagram. And then you can go to thenerdcircus.com if you want to see my groovy wares and nerdy paraphernalia, where you can get your own copy
this
of
is
this.
Better than just nerdy.
This will
Nerdy
be
and
coming home with the
high
Hobbit.
quality too.
Yeah.
Groovy wares and
Yeah.
nerdy paraphernalia.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, we have
got
to figure out
Mai
what
Tai
time
glasses and
Yeah.
dice and dice
Yeah.
boxes.
What time are you going to be doing this
Yeah,
tomorrow?
what time tomorrow?
From 12 to 1 tomorrow. No, I take that back. 1 to 2 tomorrow, I will have. They're doing like an autograph table now.
Right,
at
right.
GameCon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I will be there, and I will be selling Mystic Libations books, along with the lava lamp dice from Nerd Circus, And then I have photos if people are
okay.
interested in
Yeah.
carrying around my
Here comes
face.
Dr. Mandy.
I'll have to
Thanks.
catch you around 2 because I'm in a game. Yeah, this is
Did you read
great.
Nerd
Yep.
Circus because of this book, or did you already have it?
No. I started gaming in '79.
Same.
Yeah.
What's that?
You're not that
Sir,
old.
you're the
Come on,
biggest person.
really?
How old are you guys?
Wow, have you been drinking?
54
Mandy,
maybe?
somebody gets to
Hey,
talk.
you nailed it.
Todd, say hi to Todd.
Okay.
Todd, this is
Hello.
Mandy. She's
Nice
part of the
to meet
Slav
you.
Squad.
What's your
squad.
name?
Mandy.
Nice to meet you, Mandy. I'm
Nice to
Todd.
meet you. We're streaming. Hey, folks.
Yeah, so I started gaming in '79, and so I wanted to create the Nerd Circus as a way to kind of give like, here's how I feel when I game, and this is the things that I love about gaming, and this is the vibe, and so it has a very late '70s vibe. A lot of wood paneling and orange shag carpet. And
And I was there in the
well,
basement.
You know what I'm talking
In the
about.
basement,
And
that's
so
right.
a lot of the wares are sort of themed after that. The dice are lava lamp dice. I'll have some available at the table. So they look like little orange globs that would be floating in a lava lamp. And I put them in a purple velvet bag to kind of homage. There he is.
Yeah.
To kind of homage. So if you look at the logo, if you scroll down, it has a very '70s vibe.
I love it. It's
yeah.
like lounge lizard time.
And
man.
so
It's great.
I have T-shirts and stuff, and then I made a dice box, or I did. This artist Charles Thurston, that is a wood panel dice box with orange shag carpet in it. So
Wow.
you're literally gaming in the in the room.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That,
Pretty
that
fun.
is that is the ultimate in
That's
nostalgia.
Pretty
that's
next level.
pretty brilliant.
Next level
Yeah,
level.
that's pretty
And
brilliant.
And so
Uh-huh.
that's the vibe. And I have business cards I'll be handing out tomorrow. And on the back is a Spotify playlist that has a classic rock playlist.
Nice.
So that's the music I was listening to:
Yeah.
Styx and Zeppelin and
There we go.
Eagles
Look you, man.
and
Yeah.
Rush,
and Kansas.
Rush,
I don't think there's Rush on there, but Fleetwood Mac
Oh, yeah.
is on
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Bob Seger is on there.
you
So
go.
all the stuff I was listening to in
Thanks, Mike.
'79, and gaming. So the Nerd Circus was created before the book, but it was sort of a launching pad for what gaming means to me and how it feels to me when I play. And then I created this room called the Nerd Lair, which is where I game. There literally is orange shed carpet in the room. I have a CRTV with an Atari 2600 in there.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a
yeah.
Star Wars arcade machine, a Tron, a Tempest, and a Pac-Man machine in there.
Oh, that's great.
So it's just like I spend my adult life living the childhood of my dreams.
That is awesome.
Fantastic.
That seems to be
That's what it's all about. That's
us,
awesome.
us
Absolutely.
guys.
I
in
just
that
sold a
genre.
T-shirt, I think.
I hear we are
Love it.
the most balanced. This is gonna sound crazy. Balanced mentally genre because technology
That might
just
be
came
pushing
in,
back.
but we were
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, we're outside playing, right? And the Ataris are around, the Commodore 64 is around, but everyone's not like this with their phones, right?
Right.
We weren't like that, and so that's what I hear. Like, play outside.
And what I love about D&D is it in many ways got us off screens again,
Yeah.
and got us around the table.
Yeah.
And it's and God bless technology, because during the lockdown we were still able to play
Yeah.
via Zoom,
Yeah.
and we were
It
still
was.
able to connect again, and that's what
But
gave
to me,
birth
it's all
to
about
the
the
book.
table.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amen.
All about the table.
Amen.
But yeah, my D&D, like if you look at like 1977, what a seminal year between Star Wars, Atari, and Rankin and Bass Hobbit. Like,
I'm there for that.
that basically formed my DNA.
Yeah.
Very
That
good.
is
and
absolutely.
then Holmes Basic,
Yeah,
Holmes
that's a
Basic
great
box
film.
set for me.
Yes, that's
Is
the
that the
one
red
with the blue
With
box
the wizard, with the wizard in front and the red dragon.
Okay.
So
That's right.
So the first, that's not when I
Holmes
started
Basic.
playing.
You're thinking of Mold Bay. Mold Bay.
So I played my first edition ever that I played was the box with the dragon on the cover and all the dudes in front of it, and it predated the pink box,
No, that-
which is the basic set
Yeah, that's
with the
Menser.
sea serpent.
That's Menser Basic, right? And then you have Mold Bay Basic.
After
no,
that.
the one with the red dragon on the front. That's Holmes Basic.
That's
This
the
is a
Easley
very
one,
nerdy
right?
discussion.
Oh, yeah.
Which
That's-
is the which
yeah,
the
no, that's-
basic
Larry
movie
Elmore.
from
Larry Elmore
50
painted that
years
cover.
ago. That's
I don't think I'm
Is that the one with the
25.
keep in the Borderlands in it?
Yeah.
We're in search of the unknown.
Okay, I had the keep in the
And
Borderlands
it didn't
box.
have dice in it necessarily. It had chits in it.
Attempted
And
to make Jay
I
feel
got
old
chits
by
in
saying I
mine.
wasn't even alive
Yep.
then.
So I didn't have dice in my first
I
box
started
set.
Yeah, my
gaming
box
So-
had
here.
dice
I'm
in
older
it.
Yeah,
than these
and-
dudes are,
and-
so, yeah.
Similar experience though. So
I can
81, my
recognize-
best
I
friend and
started
I
gaming
hit up
72, so
a
yeah.
garage sale and found the white
We
box.
only had a
That was my
Xerox
first set.
copy,
That's
no
that's
real
all the basics.
rules.
Yeah, that was my first
Yeah,
set.
that's it. That's
And
mine too.
and the white box is the one that it doesn't have. It has like
$500 right now on eBay. by the
pencil
way.
art,
Yeah.
pencil art on top of it or whatnot, and we started that and then went into exactly what you were talking about with creating that healthy environment for a bunch of kids that are growing up in the 80s and 90s to
Before Santa.
Imagine
actually
what
yeah
our parents said
but to
when we
be
were
to
gaming.
be
I know,
social
I know.
They wouldn't have said that. Oh, it was a very healthy environment.
I
No, they
spent
wouldn't
it.
have. The satanic panic. Yeah.
nice
Outside.
tape.
Yeah,
See the
exactly.
sun.
Yep.
Yep.
Out of the basement.
Love it,
Yep.
love it.
So I don't know if it can happen with this schedule. Can you imagine Tom playing the Slop Squad Squad?
The blah, 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 blah.
So
Yeah.
we-
I would love that.
I think Jay's having a stroke.
He sounds like it whenever he says the
Yeah.
team
Do you
name.
remember MJ? You played with MJ that one adventure, and you guys were doing the dictation back and forth. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's part of that group normally.
Okay.
And it's an all-female cast. I
Love it.
have,
Yeah.
Except for Josh.
Except for Josh.
Yeah.
He's an honorary
And Josh,
woman.
you know Josh. Josh is our
He's an
fun guy
honorary
that
woman.
helps
I'm
with-
sorry,
yeah, I
which
just
Josh?
chatted with him.
We're not
Josh
talking
Pop.
about Pop, right?
Josh,
Yeah.
yes. He's an
All right, he's an
woman.
honorary woman. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So, but I was bringing a special guest in just like you do that dream. So I'll see. I'll see if
That's
More
awesome.
Tom would be perfect.
That's right.
Yep.
That's
I'll
right.
play more, Tom. And this is streamed?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
Cool.
Awesome.
You're not playing it here.
No. Down the road.
Next year, maybe.
Something up.
Next year, maybe. Yeah.
I would love that.
Before
That would
next
be
year.
dynamite.
I would
That'd
love
be
it.
great.
Next year might be
They are
something.
a great. I mean, it's an
That's a lot of
unbelievable
fun.
cast of
Yeah.
fun.
No, they're really
Yeah.
You know,
awesome.
I've
We
been
have
a
a lot
fan
of
of fun for years.
Yeah.
Amen.
Fucking love
Well,
fun.
they
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
Fit
Crude
right
for
in.
sure. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if there's fun to be had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
The shit out of Ed Greenwood, and that's what
I just ran into Ed in the hallway.
Yeah, Elminster's in the
Yeah.
building, man. I
It's
saw
like
it.
there's a moment I
loved
walk up to
it,
Ed
okay.
Greenwood and he goes, Captain. I'm like,
Oh, you've arrived, man.
Ed, when Ed recognizes you, you're there.
You have arrived.
You're there.
sir. Yeah.
So I have the honor of DMing for Ed, and I'm doing a game on Saturday.
fine.
Yep.
with Ed.
What time?
Yep.
9 a.m.
Elminster at the
I'll be
Nine to
table.
sleeping.
one.
Yep.
I'll be sleeping or at the gym.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or sleeping at the gym.
I do my stuff first
That's
thing in
it.
the morning because I got to set terrain up and stuff. And
No, I get it.
Mid deadlift.
Yeah, my games are
Right,
10 o'clock,
yeah.
noon, and noon. And then I have a 5 p.m. and a 6:30 p.m. The next days, and a 6 p.m. tomorrow. I just have to leave room. Although tomorrow's
got a
game
10
is like a
p.m. tomorrow.
6-hour game.
Goodness.
6 to
Yep.
midnight.
Your butt can spread up to 8 inches wide, therefore a raccoon can fit
I can
in your
do
butt.
what? They can stretch up to 8 women?
Raccoon can fit in your butt.
So you're saying raccoons are 8 inches wide?
No.
Raccoons can
Random-
We need your son with Josh's son together.
Random
So real
I know.
question.
I
We
know.
need your son right there and Josh's
Yep,
son
real
right
question.
there.
Max, yeah.
You haven't field tested.
Random
Random
things to know.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
goodness.
How much is chat loving that right now?
That is
All right.
outstanding right
So,
there.
I know
It's a character.
They're probably losing it. That's
That
hilarious.
is outstanding.
I gotta get some sleep. I gotta game on DM.
It's time.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 10 of
9:49.
There's some
Yep.
CNC in the morning with Rob.
10 minutes we're done.
All right.
Very
So,
excited about
what does everyone expect to get out of this Gary Con? How about that for a question?
Oh,
What
COVID.
are you looking forward to? What's that?
Probably
That
not.
was too real.
Probably not.
Don't say that again.
I think you'll be okay.
All right, I got it on the Star Trek cruise.
Did you?
Yeah, like 2 weeks
Well,
ago.
And so you've had it in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
You're good.
I mean, yeah. Doesn't mean I don't cover.
Okay, guys,
so good.
I'm going to, I leave at 10, but if they don't keep you out, you can stay here until they.
All right.
Thank you very
You need to
much.
collect though. For the drink.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
I know I'm
It's-
taking it to the dishwasher.
Yep.
it is all, you need to tip the.
I don't know
I
if this is
did.
a good
Then
idea,
you
but
got
I'm moving
it,
closer to
Are you
Garner.
good?
Come on, Fred. You take my chair from me.
10 minutes.
Thank you.
Yep.
First timer.
Buddy, have you been watching Picard yet?
Two
The
champions.
new Star Trek.
Let's get you a stool here.
I'm in
Curtis wins all
number
the
2.
ways.
All right.
John, obviously Riker.
I'm the smartest guy at the table.
Yeah,
Curtis
so
and I
that's
are
the
definitely
show.
giveaway winners.
It's the one that's
Yes.
named for him.
So-
He's the new captain in
Are
the
you the new
Picard.
captain?
He's the new captain in the Picard.
But you're not bald.
Outstanding.
No.
No, they didn't.
We all got
They
it.
wanted
decided to
to-
let the captain have hair.
He's not Picard. Picard is in it with him.
Yes.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Signed and
Yep.
dashed Josh.
And Josh
Totally.
got
He
guilted
was, when he
into.
was and he was
Picked up our bill.
voted the
Oh.
sexiest man.
100% of Josh
Wow.
picking up
Sexiest
our
bald
bill.
man ever,
Nice,
right?
But if
nice.
you look-
No.
but if
There's
you
a-
look-
there's a
if you
win.
looked at the
Curtis is the
series,
last post.
they were all
and he's right there.
quarters.
And he's standing right here.
How is
Yeah.
that
You know,
possible?
people were using
He's,
it.
Oh, that's what he was doing
He
while he was
cast full
supposed to be
person in
just
chat,
drinking
yeah.
coffee.
That was during
By the way, Jimmy's hiding off stream.
You're right.
Jimmy feels like alone now that Matt's not
Beautiful
here.
storytelling.
He's in the
is what it is.
stepchild's chair.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
Short guy.
He's not big.
Well, he's older.
Oh
Basically,
man.
I was
He's
doing
83.
that while I was having
He
my
is.
creme
Really?
brulee.
Yes, he is.
Still,
Awesome.
That's
still
exactly
gonna
how
come
that
back
was
to
happening.
He's not going to be able to
So
do it.
these two
He's not going to
gentlemen
be able to do it
called
as
at 8
often.
in the
Yep.
morning, Adele and the Lords 2.
Well,
Not
that's just
even
because I was
City,
cold.
with some
Because I have
legendary
California blood.
That sounds safe.
that are right
So I
on
have
the
Adele
way.
and the
Absolutely.
Lords, yeah, totally safe. Nothing
What
bad's
can?
gonna happen, I'm sure.
It never happened in the Lord's
Don't
2.
even bring
They
a
got
sword.
big lungs.
Oh, it's gonna be
okay,
great.
so is
And
this the new
Wiley,
series?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
Wiley
It's
and I,
right.
so Wiley spent the
Series.
evening with us.
And it's
He
already
We
just
had a
out.
good
interviewed-
night, didn't we?
So
Yeah,
there's
he-
there's
he-
the
he
bunch of
called.
I
us.
greeted half
there's
of Gary Con, I
Jory,
think.
I know, man. You were
It was
working
fun.
that crowd.
We had a good time.
You were working that
there's
crowd.
Gates. She plays.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
That's Josh.
Yes, I know.
Sure.
Well, Diana Troy.
That's right.
She's in a couple episodes too.
Yeah, she just she'll be showing up this week.
When did the series start?
Here's what's left of
Weeks
Josh.
ago?
Yeah, 6 weeks ago.
What's it on?
Paramount
Paramount.
Plus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are missing out.
CBS. They care. I
So glad I made it.
Costumes.
Yep.
Thanks.
But
I'm not caught up yet.
Boom, boom.
Time of my life, and it hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even
that's the guy
started
that
yet.
holds
right?
everybody else accountable,
And I get to play
you know,
games with him tomorrow.
Can I put in for it right now?
and he's got a
Can I
very
get in on the
strong
giveaway?
character. It's
Are
awesome.
you playing here
It really
tomorrow
is.
night?
Although I'm only on episode 3 right now,
Friday
so don't
night.
mess it
Yeah.
up.
My days are all Friday night. Cool.
So I went on the Star Trek cruise. A couple
Oh, that's
weeks
what's
ago.
his face.
That's Robert Picardo. Yeah.
No, yeah,
He's the doctor on Voyager.
No, he's
Don't
played
blame me, I
a lot
nothing
of
to do with it.
episodes though. He's done a lot.
He was on
of
the he was on
stuff.
Voyager.
He was
Yeah.
on Voyager and he was on other TV series that you see him on, like Bones or.
Boy, the gang's all here. The gang's all here.
He was in Legend.
So,
Tom Cruise.
tell
He
me,
was the
tell me
creepy-
what you're looking forward to.
You're right.
No.
He's like
Being with you, Jay.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
You don't need
it
to
was
kiss
fun.
my
It's
ass.
been a blast. So when you get to it, you'll love
By the way,
it. This season is the
that-
most
that-
like the
look
next
closer.
generation.
Jay,
More than Jay. I heard
Everybody's
about
back.
You're a hubris, you
in
mean?
one form or another. No, David.
That's awesome.
A version of Jay will
He
be
walked
back.
up to me earlier. He
You'll
walked
see.
up to me earlier and goes, "Look
You'll
at my
dig it.
hubris."
You'll dig it.
Nice.
I didn't make that up. He
The
said
picture
it
of
first.
humility.
Look at my
Unnoticed
hubris.
tonight, by the way.
Picture of humility, man.
We all, did you see Jay Shuckler? We saw it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay, you're here tomorrow.
That's awesome.
I'll be around all week.
I can
I'll be
put
here
fun of
tomorrow. I'll
myself.
be here Friday.
I'll come back and say hi.
So,
Thanks, buddy.
So,
yes.
before we go, we know we
All right, we'll
got
get out of
It's nice to
Prater and Riffs taking care of all of our
Still, I'm Lieutenant
Yeah,
General.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant.
all of our
sir.
official streaming this week, and then we also got Wiley Hobbit on one of those.
Friday night.
Yep,
We're gonna kill
Friday
some
night.
aliens.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
be.
we got
I should probably be talking to Todd. I'm gonna be playing an android in an aliens game.
Awesome.
Probably hook me up with some tips.
I know.
There's a lot of
I
people
know.
that
It's great.
I
work
appreciate it.
hard to get
When I was
this
in, it was
to where it is right now.
And Josh.
I love it. My dad was
Have some water, buddy. And Josh.
and Josh. A lot of people that work hard, and Josh.
Well, we need a supervisor. We need a leader.
We need a guy to tell us what
And
to
he's
do.
made
Yeah.
of leadership.
Josh has been incredible. So, yep.
I had him.
Gotta point out the
You know, I
honorary
remember for years
female
until
member
I
of the
went and
Slav
showed my
Squad
papers.
squad
He
right
never told
here.
me
Yes,
what he did.
yeah.
He was a sniper before. And you don't tell
I would like to. I know.
They don't want to understand. Well, it's hard. It's
Basically, our leader.
It's hard. It's a whole different mindset. But you have to get her to keep us.
Oh my God, it's Mandy.
Mandy.
Oh my God, we didn't meet tonight.
No, he did not.
We know you. It's Mandy.
Sloan Field
Yeah,
for the Cubs.
that's me.
It took you an hour to figure that out.
Some of them
And
were
3
down in
drinks.
the-
And I finally just figured it
Oh
out.
my God.
But we got
I
there.
just need to
We
carry
got
around a
there.
sign. I'm Andy, it's me.
Stay in if I could.
You're drinking already?
That's congratulations.
Why not?
Thank you.
You know what they said in Afghanistan?
Well, a drink, not, yeah. If I start drinking now, I gotta watch. Friday night, if I'm a little tipsy, it's sound better.
Amazing.
And it was the best thing.
All right. So wait a minute.
Yeah! All right.
So a little bit deeper. What is Jay's drink of choice?
Things that they
Yeah.
myth It was incredible. So now they started.
I'm a
doing more
frou-frou drinker.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. That's
Except
okay.
I can respect it.
High-end
ICB.
tequila. Yeah, well.
Okay.
I'll put 1 second.
Is this like?
Have you ever seen me do that?
Boxes or
I
profile
did that
that?
on the stream
I
last
did
year.
a lot of
We've talked. I think we've talked about
Yeah,
it.
I've
Yeah,
never
I'll
lost
let
a
that
guzzle
go.
on dropping
I think it's spot on.
a shot of Jameson and Bailey's into
Just, you know,
3/4
they
of a
make
glass
charge of this, that, and the other thing,
Guinness.
so I was
I am
paying
down in
attention.
1.1 seconds.
Well, I
Now,
read the
don't
stream.
take this the
Wow.
wrong way. No, that's
We doing this on stream, guys?
I just like the name of that.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
So, all of you, don't take this and any
You're a
sexual
real
content.
person.
Oh boy.
But you gotta relax the throat muscles right here.
Open the gullet.
When you open
It's
that
got to be a
up,
straight
right
shot down, yeah.
And it's
Otherwise, you catch fire.
Can I get some
if you don't-
turtles in chat for that, please?
If it all mixes in there, you're in trouble.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
That's
Well,
right.
I love with a very high-end tequila. I love this one.
Very nice.
I was over it.
Good taste. So,
Yeah, you were right, sure, but
I was Roger.
What's that?
when did you?
Oh, 9?
so and just saying, I am a.
They closed the medical.
Yeah,
I'm, like I said, an
there,
amateur mixologist. I have a
86,
few
87.
things here, and if anybody wants an old fashioned or a Paloma, if you like a Paloma, oh, it's
You'll
a
see it
tequila
when you
drink.
watch
So
the
tequila and grapefruit soda, and yeah, but like
Swedish
He's
Government
the bar master.
Bar master.
Nice.
What is that?
What a
I'm
title.
looking forward to.
I'm doing it right here.
Friday night. the tournament.
Friday night. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
We got the team back.
But you need the DM too. You need
Yeah.
the DM to
Yep.
let you flow.
I'm looking forward to the auction.
Melissa?
yeah. So I totally agree. So I was going to say the same thing. Auction for Children's of Wisconsin and Extra Life, who also helps Children of Wisconsin. But it's going to be we have
stuff in that auction.
there's some beautiful stuff in that auction, and we also have a couple of different visitors who are both from Children's and who are beneficiaries from Children who will be here as well. So please tune in and make sure that people are paying attention to what we're doing for the children. So
For the children.
For the children.
there you
For
go.
the children.
That's right.
I love my wife. and it's all
So
good.
that's really
I
cool.
got.
And I was happy to donate finally this year for something. And who's been on it?
That's a good thing.
He's
I know. We just got to them through these.
What do you got? Cool miniatures?
I have like 2 copies of that.
You got cool
Yeah, I saw
miniatures?
that
What'd you
lineup
donate?
of,
my
the score in the hools.
adventure joint signing by Carlos Mejor.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Can you put up like 4
If only that came with the custom miniatures that were necessary for that adventure too. Just saying.
Oh, they're all. I should have told one. That box right there.
Yeah,
That has about 2,000 hours of Mastercraft paint jobs in there.
yeah, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you all
broadcast
wanna
that to the
see-
world. It
do
won't
you
go
all
missing or
want-
anything.
You want to see? I am. Oh,
Anna
here.
was on
Anna's
eBay
here.
earlier.
I'm putting a monster up that Ed Greenwood created from Dragon 59. He's never.
That's a tittle.
It's
He's
a
never
tittle.
seen before. And
The
built
dog
a
on the
custom
eye is
paint
called
job on it, and Ed's never come across a miniature he created himself that he put in Dragon
That's good, too.
before Forgotten Realms was published.
I love it.
Yes.
Awesome. It was. Yep.
That's going back.
I know. I
Yeah.
chatted with him earlier.
Slav Squad, the honorary female member,
Yes.
male member of the Slav Squad.
Nice.
You're an honorary girl.
Honorary girl along with the other group, so we'll try and get you in on that one too. So.
Love it.
Love you,
Anyone else
buddy.
with a final thought? Anyone else with a final thought here? Thanks. This has been great. This has been great kickoff today. 2 streams today.
Let the games be.
Woo!
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let the games
Here, here.
begin.
I'm
Yep.
exhausted,
games
and I'm going to
begin.
DM tomorrow morning for 2 of these gentlemen here and some others.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a good night's sleep, hopefully. Be here. I'll be here bright and early in this room right here, sitting here with the work guys eating breakfast.
Hi, honey. My wife's out. Said it's Josh.
Oh,
Ha
Nice.
where's your wife? Oh, there she is.
Give the man some
I like
screen
your
time.
jacket, Josh.
Thanks.
That's a sweet
So
one.
Luke designed it himself.
That's a good one.
So, you know, it's very fancy.
That's a good one. It's like the Pink Ladies, but black.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
I'm like Pinky Tuscadero.
Right, yeah.
Oh, Pink
yeah.
Ladies.
Oh,
Grease, dude.
Grease, yeah.
It was
Grease.
Grease. The Pink Ladies in
Come
Grease.
on, man.
Troy,
He's got 2 brain cells.
How young are you? Like I thought you were.
Oh, hi, Troy. At Red L High.
We thought you were part of the cool
you have,
kids.
you bring yours right for the two that you gave me, right? Do I need
Yes.
to bring mine or you bring more?
Yep.
The
Nope,
blend
I'm
things
good.
for
I really am.
Legends
Oh,
Did you have any
how
more,
many should we bring?
Just one
It
set.
doesn't matter.
Okay, I can bring you one.
So, everyone, thank you all. Next time
we're
I'm
wrapping
on
up
is
now?
Legends of War at 4 tomorrow, right? We're all, you, me, and Mike.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna try and fit a Gabbin 6 to 7:30 before the VIP event. The platinum gold and the platinum diamond and the VIPs all go to at 8 o'clock.
Is it 3 or 4?
Turn it into a pumpkin.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
turning into
So,
a
alright, everyone,
We got
I don't have
stuff
any
to do in the
ads
morning.
for,
Actually,
uh,
before you go, let's just take care of this.
We'll do it so you don't have to come in line.
Is there anyone to read into?
be cool.
Let me
Look at
check,
you.
let me check, let me see if I can read into.
Don't blow it up.
Yeah, we're all-
Yeah.
Brett and I won the giveaway.
You need me to go live? Yeah.
Josh is
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't.
Stellar,
That's
create
awesome.
Hold on, let me see if I can-
3 o'clock for you guys.
Let's see if there's someone I can read into.
But you can rate
Watch him hit the wrong button, chat.
What's that?
Are you writing to Gary Con after you're done with the other streams
What?
this evening? Are you running anything at night?
No, I never run stuff at night. I hang out at night, right? I hang out
Isn't
with
it
these- I hang
nighttime
out
now?
with these guys and
Are you
drink.
so you can't run games for people at night?
I run them in the morning because I set up in terrain, and if the table's already taken, I can't do it. See, I had an excuse.
You're so excited.
I am such a high maintenance DM.
Not hiding.
I am
Wow.
more-
This is taking a terrible turn. Yeah.
I say again, hubris.
All right, you're 1 minute over. You see what happens when you're late.
And to little, I'm rating the little bird just because she's playing on the stream and she's cool. I'll rate it to her.
And remember, you are walking slowly by HQ and looking like you're not working.
Josh, we'll find you.
Hey, Josh, I have a question for you when we're not
Yeah.
streaming.
One second, let me
That's
read this.
awesome.
Let me read it in. Let me read it in, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Don't hit the wrong button. You better do it.
No, little bird's on.
Oh, it's a little bird?
Oh yeah, get Little Bird. She's probably playing COD.
That was the new one that played.
The new what?
New girl that came and played.
The
Call
new
of Duty.
one.
The new one. Hey,
New
it's
robot.
not- It's not me saying it.
Yeah, I know. I heard. We gonna fight later?
Was and
That's
honestly,
my girl
I
right there.
So,
Fight you.
is Mandy in your game? I've been promoting all of y'all so much. I don't know who's in which game.
We're playing Friday night.
You're in
Yeah.
his game?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
in
gonna
one
be-
of Jay's monthly games. And I run my own games.
Yeah. So,
I've been meaning. I was Brett and I jumped in.
We signed up for one.
I
Got
just
canceled.
playing Call of Duty. I know she's
But I want to
cool.
figure out the mechanics of it.
come on.
Did you hit the wrong button again?
No,
I called it.
I was gonna say he's probably already blown the stream up
Yep.
a couple times.
Because I work my ass off.
Oh my goodness.
Nice to meet you, Mandy.
Nice meeting you too. Finally in person.
Let's do this.
Stop.
Get that camera ready.
Stop.
That's how you know how much
Are we selfie or are we gonna do it?
Oh, we can selfie. That'll be faster.
Selfie with GC and W Law.
Thank you so much.
We did it.
Thank you so much. We'd love to have you on the Slav Squad game. That'd be so much fun.
She's gonna be all excited when this raid comes in. It's not.
Yes, sir.
I know she's playing video games. Who cares, right, guys?
Jay thinks he's in charge of who gets to guest on Slav Squad, but it's me.
Take a really quick walk through the
go.
queue. I said word. I get it.
Absolutely.
That was so cool.
That was fun.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, be around.
Love the book, by the way. That is awesome. That is really cool.